Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hallowed ground of Edor Nelson Field on the campus of Augsburg University, home of Minneapolis City as a club. But tonight, Minneapolis City 2 is taking on the Iowa Raptors in the Sweet 16 of the UPSL National Playoffs. I'm your host, John Bisworm. I am not joined by my normal partner in crime, Eric Nordwis, but I brought in an equally impressive, fantastic person that I think is going to be able to pull off and pull the load of what Eric does, and that's Minneapolis City midfielder Dominic Mezgin. Dom, welcome to the booth, man.
Thank you so much for having me, Biz. This is a dream come true over here. I've been really looking forward to this all season, so thanks for having me up in the booth today.
I mean, you've been talking a big game about your skills, so now putting it to the test.
I know it's really going to be a tough time, but I think I can handle it.
Well, you know what? I'll be here for you if you need me.
All right, I'll make sure to call you out. But yeah, these playoff games are pretty high stakes. We always have some keys to victory, sponsored by Pence Homes today. Our keys to victory are weather a likely early storm. I think that's going to be key for both teams today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the main reason for Minneapolis City to weather the storm is this isn't a conference opponent we've seen before. This is someone that we don't know anything about. Yep. Yeah, we can watch some tape on them, but we have no idea what they're going to bring at us. If I were them, I would bring everything right away.
Yep, and I would definitely agree. And I think another big point is going to be to eliminate the bad turnovers. That's going to be key.
Yeah, the one thing that has hampered Minneapolis City 2, is the fact that there have been some bouts of time where there's been some errant passes sideways throughout the midfield. Players who see an open guy but maybe put their head down to play the pass and the guy's not there anymore. Just things that can be cleaned up, and something that you don't want to do against a team that I believe in the Iowa Raptors is a pretty darn good team today.
Yeah, for sure, and I think obviously you can't overlook anybody at this stage of the game. So, and of course another big key in any game is to score that early goal. Of course it's easier to play ahead than it is from behind.
I don't think I need to add any more to that, Dom. Nope. It was dynamite.
Yeah,
good drop in.
So, of course, after those keys to victory, I think we always have a player to watch in games. Sponsored by TCO today, Cole Schwartz is that key to victory and player to watch today for Minneapolis City 2. He's Gustavus alum, finished second in the nation at all NCAA levels and scoring in 2019 with 24 goals, which is
pretty impressive
at any level.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
Division III first-team All-American as well in 2019 and a first-team academic All-American in 2021, so good on and off the field.
Yeah, good in the books.
Yeah, he's got those 8 goals and 4 assists in 8 games for MC2 this season, which is tough in any league, we know.
Yeah, so he's essentially where Minneapolis City 2 has gone. We're just going to call him Minneapolis City. Forget the 2.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah, it's very easy.
He's who Minneapolis City has gone to throughout conference play and into the tournament. His strike partner, Derek Ullman, unfortunately broke his clavicle, not able to be here. But, that was the Batman-Robin scenario, so now you just got Batman out there. But as far as starting lineups go, unfortunately, we were given the Iowa Raptors incomplete roster, so lower league.
We're go with what we got.
Lower league things that happened. So we're going to go with just the starters for Minneapolis City. In goal, Troy Lewegi, a back line of Will Orser, Logan Huber, and Ethan Anderson. Luke Lindsay and Nathan Streets on the outsides. Scotty Heinen at the 6. McCray Drong, Abai Habat round out the midfield. Up top, our player to watch, Cole Schwartz. And Jacek Nikowski, we'll just call him the Futures Phenom.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first day he came to training for us, I remember thinking, who is this guy? I mean, he is just out of this world right now as a Futures player, so I think he's going to have a good future to come.
The Futures player has a future.
Yes, he does.
Man, you're full of them.
I'm pretty good at this,
You're full of them today.
I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
All right, folks, we're seconds away here from getting into action. We will get to figuring out some sort of a semblance of who's playing for the Iowa Raptors, but for all intents and purposes, if you're watching this, most of you are probably worried about Minneapolis City too. So we got that covered.
Yep, we do, and I think we've had that covered for the rest of the day, so we'll be all right there.
All right, we are underway as Nikowski plays back to Heinen, and the game is underway.
I really do like the formation that MC2 does play. I think it provides a lot of fluidity in the midfield and in defense, so I think it's going to be a really good game to watch here.
Here's that early issue that we were talking about, that errant pass.
Good transition, though, there to get behind the ball. I think that's going to be a key for both teams here as they lose the ball.
Nathan Streets looking to bring in the throw in here. Looking for our player to watch, Cole Schwartz. And again, I don't really know who is all playing for the Iowa Raptors. We have some names. It's going to take us a little bit to figure it out from a formation perspective, but their goalkeeper, I'm sure we can figure that one out. That's 0. That's goalkeeper seen in Maine. So Maine doing a really nice job there of collecting that that early ball in and early distribution. But a foul on the Raptors with, it looks like, is that Will Orser on the ball? Will Orser looking to move way to Logan Huber here.
You will see in these games that Minneapolis City does like to play quick off of any restart, and I think that's going to bode well for them in these games on transition as well from the Raptors' perspective.
Like Jacek trying to chase this one down. Talking about the 3-5-2, we call it the Prunty 3-5-2. Coach
right.
Prunty, unfortunately not here today, but assistant coach Kevin Liban is another early foul on Ethan Anderson stepping in there. But Coach Prunty unable to make it today. Hopefully he's listening. Hello, Coach Prunty. But Kevin Liban stepping in from the number 2 into the number 1, and then some guy named Matt Van Benskoten, you might know him. He's stepping in on the bench to help out today.
Yeah, he missed our game yesterday, so he's got to make up for it today.
Yeah, this is by no means is it a penance, but he's definitely got to put the work in since he wasn't there. Anderson back to Luegi. Tell us a little bit about Luegi. You face him day in and day out in training. He's one
of the more frustrating goalies to play against, obviously from his size, but I think he's really got a good frame as well. He knows the positioning well, and I think with his feet, you see he's comfortable too. That's good ball movement from Minneapolis City.
Unlucky on that final ball by Streets, but you'd like to see Jacek fighting. I mean, tell me a little bit more about playing against him in training.
I think he's a typical young guy with just how much fire he has under his stomach. I think he's just kind of all over the field, and I think he's got that. One thing that most young guys his age don't have is that kind of composure on the ball and able to really hold up the play, and I think that's really huge for a forward of his stature.
Yeah, in the round of what we call it 24, the last round. Oh, and now Nikowski is in.
McRae could be in here.
McRae's in. Oh, that's a great tackle.
There.
Great tackle.
That's a pretty great tackle.
Do we at least know who that guy is?
That would be 16. Is that Kevin Castle? Trying to piece together the formation here. It's coming together now.
Well, when you asked to come up here, we definitely had to put you to work.
I think I kind of expected that. I wasn't sure I was going to be putting together a formation of another team during the game, but we are adapting on the fly here.
So McRae drawing on for Minneapolis City on the corner kick.
Pulled it pretty well to get across that.
Doesn't get the ball over that first defender. That's a frustrating thing.
Yeah.
When you've brought everyone up and then the ball doesn't get to you.
Yeah, I think especially with the size that Minneapolis City has throughout their team, I think they're going to look to really capitalize on those set pieces.
We're really trying to figure out who's on this this Iowa roster, so it's a little difficult to call here, folks. I think we have number 12, but we haven't gotten a 12 on our roster sheet. 10.
Looks like they might be playing a diamond in the midfield here with Pacheco at the 10, and a piece together the rest of the midfield here. The nice thing with the 3-5-2 from Minneapolis City as well is that their midfield is very fluid on defense.
A great ball in. Luegi comes out. Ooh, that was dangerous.
Well
that was dangerous.
Dangerous reverse ball.
Don't necessarily know who threw that ball in, but it was very dangerous for Iowa. Having the first early chance.
Yeah, I mean, that'll definitely do well for their confidence, I think, especially coming to Minneapolis City, who's got a pretty good home crowd here today. I did walk in with a couple Iowa Raptors fans, but of course, the Edor Nelson crowd will come out strong today.
Decent line of pressure for Minneapolis City. Not necessarily putting a lot on Iowa, kind of feeling them out, but we talked about weathering that early storm, Dom.
Yeah.
We've already seen it. Luegi put to test right away.
Yep.
In the first 5 minutes of this game.
Iowa definitely knew how they wanted to come on there. They're playing a pretty high line, too, along with Minneapolis City. I think they're trying to pin them back here. But I think Minneapolis City is pretty comfortable playing in these situations. I don't think they really get very flustered on defense, and I think that's a big key to any team that's being put pressure on. But
great block by
here.
Great block by Luke Lindsay. Orser kind of crossed up there by is that number 7, Yu Sasaki. We got our first name.
Yes, we do.
Looks like Fernando Pacheco on for the corner kick with you, Sasaki.
Talking about Minneapolis City's size, Iowa Raptors have some size as well.
Yeah,
these
some big
set
boys out
pieces
there.
could be a battle in this game.
It's Iowa, Dom.
It is Iowa. we know that too well.
Luegi with a punch. Maybe could have caught that there.
Should be a goal kick there.
Number 14, your guy, Yuhi Matt Sashita.
Minneapolis City does like to play short off with goal kicks, which I do like as well. Really put pressure on their teams to make sure that they're set up perfectly on defense. And as we know, the whole defense and goalkeeper are very comfortable on the ball.
Troy does like to hit a long one. Ooh, that's a
tough
foul.
collision.
That is a tough collision. Kevin Castle going over the top of player to watch, Luke Lindsay. And he's down pretty hard. Looks like he's holding his is it his shoulder or his arm?
Might be his side here. He fell pretty hard on the ground there. Those aren't good when somebody undercuts you.
This might be an opportune time to talk about Twin City Orthopedics, one of our longtime sponsors. Minneapolis City isn't undefeated on accident. Winners keep themselves in winning shape, and Minneapolis City is grateful to be in good hands of our longtime sports medicine partner, Twin Cities Orthopedic. TCO keeps the team properly trained and keeps our players on the field. You too can have TCO on your side with their wide range of specialty services to help you achieve your goal of returning to full health and top performance. Looks like our trainer, Ann, coming out here, taking a look at it's 19. Do we have a 19?
We should. Nikola Petrovic.
Nikola Petrovic.
Hopefully he's all right. I will say, going back to TCO, I am interning there this summer, so I'm definitely seeing firsthand the high quality care they do provide.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shameless plug for your internship.
I know, I had to throw that in there. I knew you were going to say it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to plug this now.
We got Scotty Heine on the ball. Did want to say a quick shout out. He asked me say hello to his parents watching in from Illinois as Orser has a chance into the box. A bye on the ball. Back to Heinen. Scotty wanted to say hi to his parents. I believe in St. Charles, Illinois, somewhere in Illinois. He didn't really tell me where. So thanks for watching, Heinens.
I will say, I do like the way that Scotty plays in that hole there right above the defense. I think it's a really important position as the 6 there. Even in a 3-back, it really kind of holds stability there on defense and on offense.
Honestly, from watching Huber looking to find Logan, Luke Lindsay on that long ball, really good idea to stretch the back line, especially because Petrovic just came back on.
Yep.
Good to try to maybe test him early. I actually feel like Scotty's best position is actually out wide. But it's not to say that he doesn't do a good job in that position there. He's done a fantastic job as that holding midfielder and kind of shadowing in front of that back 3 this season. But I like to see him run that wing.
Yeah, he is one of those guys that has played in different positions on MC2 this season. So I think it's cool how Prunty has kind of been able to find different spots for guys and get really the best out of his whole squad.
Ball going back to Luegi. We're almost into the 10th minute here, give or take. What are your early thoughts here, Dom?
I think both teams have really kind of held to their game plan. I think our Raptors have really come out flying in the first 10 minutes. Minneapolis City, too, starting to get their foot in the game. But I think both teams really haven't given up much in terms of position on the field. But now Minneapolis City, too, might have a chance to get up forward. But, yeah, to your point, kind of thinking about how both teams have kind of started with a plan, I think it'll be interesting to see how both teams adapt as the game goes on with, how Minneapolis City's playing a 3-5-2 and our Raptors are playing, it looks like a 4-4-2. So those matchups will be key here one-on-one.
Good look from Heinen on that free kick, trying to find Lindsay.
Yeah.
As a player to watch, Cole Schwartz in here. Plays the cross in. Looks like Scotty's got a chance here. Still with it. Great tackle by someone from Iowa.
We're very close to piecing together this formation. Trust me, we are very close.
Difficult ball for Lindsay to collect there. Logan Huber just putting a little bit too much on that one for him.
I think that is going to be where Minneapolis City can get at Iowa today. I think especially with the 4-4-2, the narrow that Iowa's playing, I think the width from the 3-5-2 will be huge for Minneapolis City today.
We call it the Prunty 3-5-2.
I keep forgetting that, and maybe it's because he's not here.
But Jacek is
That's
in.
A great idea.
You're right. The kid just has energy.
His pace is just, it's almost deceiving, and he'll get in those spots, and he just sits in such great areas. There he is again.
Great ball into Jacek. Cole Schwartz. Oh, he puts it over.
Great opportunity. Great ball from McCray Drong there.
Great ball from McCray Drong. And Cole Schwartz definitely wants that one back.
Yep.
If you're a 24 goal scorer a year in any NCAA division, you want that one back.
Yep. But to his credit, he gets in those spots a lot during the games, and I think he's going to have a lot of those opportunities today. these opportunities are going to be key for Iowa as well. When Minneapolis City is really getting on them for a period of time, they're going to have to do a really good job of keeping the ball when they can and really trying to take pressure off their defense.
And they have to be careful here as Iowa will break down a disjointed press, and that's what happened. As you see here that Sasaki is on 1v1 against Nathan Streets here, and he's proven to be dangerous so far. Great block,
Turning another corner.
Great block, though. As Petrovic and Mike Howell, who are a collective 12 feet tall plus, come up
for be a handful
for Iowa.
Looks like Petrovic's okay after that early collision.
Yeah, you definitely want to see that. You don't want to see anyone go down early.
Especially that early.
They showed in the Iowa in the first corner kick here, they had a little bit of trickery. So this looks a little interesting here.
Get a different angle from the corner.
Yep.
Dangerous ball.
Oh boy.
That.
Oh, and an early goal by number 11. Is that number 11?
I think it's 21. Capitalizing on the second ball in the box there on corner kicks.
You maybe would like to see Luegi come out for that first one.
He has an awkward ball, especially like you said, they were kind of trying a little bit of set play there. I think it kind of confused a lot of the Minneapolis City players.
Goal for the Iowa Raptors, number 11, Solomon Constant, in the 13th minute.
So the correction was Solomon Constant, number 11, scoring that goal.
Oh, sorry, you're right. It was 11.
For Iowa. See, I've done this before.
Yeah, you know, you have that eye. I haven't been on this angle ever before.
It's kind of nice.
It is nice.
So Minneapolis City 2 in an early hole here, 1-0. The first time that they've actually been down 1-0 at home, and it happens to be in a playoff game, which is tough, especially after that early chance that Cole Schwartz had.
Yeah, well, it'll definitely be.
Logan Huber looking in for Luke Lindsay, who's on.
Ball.
And Cole Schwartz does have some good positioning here as Lindsay goes 1v1 on Petrovic.
It's pretty good defense there.
It's very good defense.
Those are the opportunities that are going to come at you with that width. I think it's very clear that Iowa, even in the early going here, has really struggled to really control that width. And I think, as you said, Logan's really found that a couple times.
Absolutely. And I think that for Iowa, as we try to still figure out these names coming in, I think their danger has come through Sasaki on the left side here. And where that last opportunity that he ended up getting in that corner from, I think it came from just a bad errant pass from City again.
And that is the tough part with really having good possession in the other team's half, is that if you lose it, you are pretty susceptible to a counterattack. And we have definitely found that as a team as well. So. We'll see if they'll try and put this in the box again.
On a new name, Jonah Dancer, number 12.
They do put a couple people on the ball every time they have set pieces, really trying to mess with Minneapolis City here.
Great ball in.
A decent ball again.
Petrovic climbing over Huber.
And Sasaki was open there on the back post if that flick had found him.
Sasaki has been the danger man. The nice thing for Coach Liban is that it's less than 15 minutes into the game so far. So you don't want to give up that second goal potentially, but there's plenty of time to, unlucky for Will Orser.
Well, and he's got a lot of experienced players out there who played all year long. They've played at good levels their entire careers, so I think nobody's really feeling intense pressure right now, 14 minutes into the game.
Absolutely. And Minneapolis City has proven to get a set of quality chances. We've just seen that we're gonna have to capitalize on those if we want success today.
That's playoff soccer.
Luegi goes short to Anderson, finding Heinen into Drong.
It's a good
Great turn. Great game to play today.
Those will be key in the middle too, finding those little pockets in the middle with having the really narrow 4-4-2. If you can find those little narrow lines of pass, those are going to be key. It's a great ball from.
Labat's in.
Oh, he's done really well to get to the ball there in the corner.
Mike Howell with a fantastic
recovery there.
Recovery header.
Goalie kind of found himself in no man's land.
I don't know what Maine was thinking coming out of the net that far.
Ball kind of held up, and it was a great ball, great run from Abai.
It's another corner kick.
Set pieces have been key in this game today already.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if Minneapolis City tries something short here.
Orser, oh.
Scotty's on top of the box.
Great
Oh, he's
header.
done really well there. Those are those kind of trap touches where it's
What are you gonna do with
dangerous
it?
to really, if you lose the ball there, it's a tough spot, and he's done really well there. Luegi now out of his box. Straight up, but nobody really around.
What is call that? Troy, when you're watching this back later, that was a very interesting header.
Yep.
I mean, he wasn't caught out or anything. One thing I've noticed with Troy, whether it's been this year playing in unlucky ball by drawing. You might want to
misunderstanding.
Probably wanted to play that back to Huber just to keep possession there, but unlucky. But Troy likes to play off of his line because he can make up for anything that might get chipped over his head because he's 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Heinen looking for an early long ball.
Second ball won by Matsushita.
Your guy.
Everybody's my guy out there, apparently.
We have a handball.
There's a throw in there.
Adjusting some chords here. Broke rule number 1. You're stepping all over my
chords. I know, I'm
chords.
stepping all over them. Gotta practice the footwork in here.
I mean, 17 minutes in, Dom, you're doing a fantastic job.
And I got nervous when I woke up this morning. I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna fumble over my words like 100 times today, but.
No, you're fumbling over my chord instead, which I'd rather prefer.
All right, that's fair.
Good pressure by Cole Schwartz there.
Well done from Habat there to get a touch on it. It's a dangerous ball. Mikowski will run after everything, so you won't have to worry about that.
What you're gonna need to find here for Minneapolis City is you're not gonna beat Howell and Petrovic through the air.
No.
It's gonna have to be on the ground with pace.
Yep.
And you have that in Mikowski, and you have that in Schwartz.
And we've already seen that in this game, finding good spaces.
So it's gonna, even on set pieces too, it's gonna have to be something that's different than playing a ball into the box.
Yep. It's good pressure there from Minneapolis City.
I think that when collectively Minneapolis City gets their shape together, it's difficult for the formation of the Iowa Raptors to figure it out.
Yeah.
They're having to go long,
100% agree.
and their opportunities have a good ball by Huber into Streets. But
see how Iowa deals with this. It's going to trickle out, I think.
Huber's
really looking for those balls a lot.
Big Logan.
And I think they have been open on the other side as well. So.
But that's something you're going to have to do for Minneapolis City because you have speed on your wing. You're with your wing backs. You have speed up top. You're going to have to do things like that and to give a head start to those players to run past the taller back line of Iowa.
And I think that will eventually, if Iowa does adapt to that width, I think that will eventually open up the pockets for guys like Heinen and Drong and Habat in the middle, who you really want on the ball in those situations.
Good win by Ethan Anderson.
It's a great ball out here to Sasaki again.
Danger man. Oh, the back heel to Dancer.
Dancer. To the back post.
Matsushita with a good first touch.
Iowa does send up a lot of numbers when they get in their attack. I mean, you see it's 2v1 up top here.
Good pressure by Heinen, forcing them to go backwards. Dancer playing the ball in it. But
Luegi's done really well there.
Big Troy's going to get that.
His arms are going to reach the whole box. So.
Yeah. He almost baited Constant into thinking he could get it.
He did.
And then he snatched it away.
I think Heinen's got to keep finding the ball here. I'd rather have him on it than any of the center backs here, just making sure that he's making the right decision as a midfielder there. It's a good turn again.
Yep. McCrae has been
finding
very
great
active.
Pockets. Yep.
Maybe releasing a touch sooner, the speed of play, getting a little bit quicker with it.
Yeah, I think he's got a great opportunity to really get on the ball on this game as well. You know, getting it, finding it, getting it back.
Getting
as
it
you
again,
see
right
again.
here. Now they have a 2v1.
Yep.
Lindsay playing the ball into Jacek.
It's good movement to get open there. I think he had more time than he thought there.
Maybe, the opportunity to take that extra touch.
Yeah.
He had his body open.
Yeah. There are tough moments in there. Really feel like you don't have much time on the ball when you get the ball in the box, but.
Yep, absolutely. This is the first short goal kick that I've seen Iowa take. Everything has been long right away, but it goes into Petrovic, who essentially just does play it long.
Yep.
But Orser with a good step.
Good tackle there.
Yep, good tackle by Drong.
Putting a throw in there, Minneapolis City stays in the Iowa half.
This is a tough one.
Rukakiza.
Rukakiza.
Yeah, but he's going to have a handful down there.
Yeah.
Especially with Lindsay getting up the field high.
Good ball into Schwartz, but Maine had that covered.
Sometimes those early balls are the most dangerous ones. If you're on touch with your forward, nobody's expecting that.
Maine out to Dancer. The Maine Dancer.
Long.
Sasaki's just everywhere on the ball.
He's finding a lot of those, even long passes. He's reversed it here. Should be a goal kick there.
Yeah, should be a goal kick. It was already out.
Yeah.
I don't think that he wanted anything to do with Big Logan coming through there.
No.
So, Dom, tell us a little bit about playing in the Big Ten. You're a Wisconsin product.
You know, it's a lot of fun. I think, you know, I grew up in Wisconsin, so playing for Wisconsin was kind of the dream. It's definitely, you know, the Big Ten is a tough league to play in. It's a little more physical, a little more, you know, kind of tailored towards those really athletic guys, which, as you know, I'm not the most, the fastest, biggest guy. So I think it was really good for me to kind of learn how to find those pockets and really take advantage of my touch on the ball. But I think, you know, it's also been able to play here just with a bunch of guys from a bunch of different schools and being able to really see, you know, how guys have developed elsewhere. And I mean, there's good players all over the place. So we know this club. I mean, you look at the team we're watching now. I mean, there's guys all over the field.
Can Yasik get to it? No.
I would do well to sniff that out.
I would say that the style of play from a physicality that you probably saw in the Big Ten is very similar to what you've seen in the MPSL North.
It really, honestly, from the teams that we've played this season, it's very much been teams have kind of accepted they're not going to be able to, I mean, realistically outplay us, so they've kind of resorted to that physical, athletic, you know, kind of over-the-top play. So it's definitely been similar. Iowa again.
Dancer finding Petrovic. This is the first time that Minneapolis City has actually forced them to go backwards.
Yep.
Everything has kind of been Route 1 traffic for Iowa.
They've done well to keep the ball here, though. I think this is, as we said earlier on in the game, it's going to be key for them to find these times to really hold on to the ball in Minneapolis' half.
Good tackle by Orser.
He's constant looking for the ball again.
Oh.
Drawing, trying to keep Rukakiza.
Rukakiza. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually.
We will get it.
Great individual.
That's good battling there.
Yeah, really good battle. Oh, that final ball lets McCray down. That's what I was talking about in the open.
Yeah.
Like that pass, it killed the counter.
Yeah.
Alan Kim.
Iowa again on the ball here.
Dancer.
Dancer's playing left back today, and he's finding himself in some good spaces on offense. But here's Schwartz. Should have some time here.
Now the numbers need to get up.
Yep.
Cole's going to have a pretty tall task to figure out here, but he
might be onside here.
He finds Yasik.
It's a great ball.
Schwartz.
Rukakiza with an unbelievable tackle there.
Unbelievable. He was just 60 yards away.
He was just up in the offense.
Yeah.
It's an incredible transition. Yasik really trying to find Cole. There was a great pass. There's that early ball again for Streets. Well, we just saw Minneapolis City's counter threat for one of the first times there. And was about, what, 2 passes there, and they were in on goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was nothing that I think it could have gone any better than that, obviously, besides putting in the goal. But
yeah, I think the timing was really good, and I think Cole even played the ball to Yasik out there and got in the middle for the goal, so.
Maybe he's found his other Robin.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm sure Derek Ullman is licking his chops over there on the sideline, wishing he was in there for that chance.
Happy birthday to Derek Ullman. His birthday yesterday.
You're right.
Happy birthday, Derek. I know you're not going to probably listen to this because you're on the bench, but if any of his family's
Maybe he's
listening,
got the broadcast on. Who knows over there?
He got his earbud in.
Logan again here on the ball. Trying to find the width again.
Great
There's
ball into
Yasik
Yasik.
again.
Can he beat Petrovic 1v1 here?
He's in the corner. That's really good there.
Yeah. For a little bit of I think he's calling for a kick out against Petrovic.
Those tackles are going to happen a lot in college.
Yeah. Yep. He's going to see a lot of those.
Especially with how much he gets around and really pisses off those center backs. He'll be getting a lot of those.
And playing, he transfer into St. Thomas.
Yeah. St. Thomas on Wisconsin's schedule this year.
They're on.
It's a good ball.
It is a good ball, but nobody home. Yeah, St. Thomas moving into Division I. It's going to be interesting. I believe Jasek's going to play his way into that lineup.
I honestly, you know more than I do. I only know a few of the guys on St. Thomas who train here with City, so I think, it'll be cool to see this fall really watching kind of the colleges around here and getting more familiar with what goes on.
Yeah, give me a call. I watch a ton of college games. I'll hang out with you if you want to watch some college soccer.
It's a dangerous ball.
I think the City line of pressure now needs to increase here.
Yeah.
There's the 3-5-2 is now, there's 4 guys back guarding 2.
Yep.
You only need 3 back there. You really do need to add that pressure.
Yep.
And it can't just be Jasek pressuring by himself.
Yep. And I think you look at even the bench in Minneapolis City, I mean, we're going to have the legs to really go the full distance here. So
Good tackle by Lindsay.
Could be counter on again here.
Finding Schwartz. If Habat can continue his run beyond. Mike Howell's had a very good defensive game so far today. Specifically coming back and snuffing out,
putting out the fires.
Putting out the fires, just getting that good ball into
Here's Sasaki again. It's kind of been their outlet the entire game, like you said.
It's all been coming down this side for sure.
Checo likes to get on the ball there in the midfield a lot after they get it up. That's a good pass.
That's a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. That's late.
It's really towing the line there.
Yeah, the referees telling Petrovic that's his last one.
Yeah.
I mean, but honestly, as a defender against a guy like that, I would do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think, and kind of let him know you're there.
Yeah.
I will say both teams have started with pretty good intent. I do respect the way Iowa's played here. I mean, they've really attempted to play when they get the ball and kind of pin Minneapolis City back.
Good step by Habat.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Very hard for
a
commentator to...
Anderson's done pretty well there.
Very hard for a commentator to say that Matsushita passes to Rakukiza.
It's tough.
Now you're seeing how difficult this actually is.
That was the one thing I was nervous about, honestly. I'm just thinking,
hard.
I'm going to just fumble over the simplest names, too.
Yeah, well, Rakukiza is not simple.
My name's not simple either. I hear commentators, announcers
unlucky by
fumble my name all the time.
Unlucky by Jasek, but McCray Drong able to find Lindsay. I think the possession statistics need to start to pile up from a passing percentage for Minneapolis City because they've had the opportunity to possess the ball. It's just been that letdown on that final pass.
Yeah.
Heinen.
And that's the toughest part.
Like right there, perfect example of it.
Yep.
And then
looking for Jasek
and then on the counterattack coming, and you have your danger man for Iowa on the ball.
Yeah.
Finding Kim.
Could be a foul there. Yep.
Yeah. I'm okay with that foul.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Nothing malicious. It stopped the counterattack, but what we've seen is that Iowa is dangerous.
Yeah, that's the only part that's tough is you got to be wary of where you're giving away these set pieces. Because you got Petrovic and Howell coming up every single time they get a shot at it.
And you have Rukakiza, who has incredible speed, as we've seen on display already, who is able to cover anything that might be lumped in early if there is a quick opportunity for Minneapolis City.
Decent ball from Pacheco there.
Good
Great
save
from Luegi. Those are those tough balls where the goalie can't really come. It's kind of behind the back line. Really great ball, really great save.
And who was there again? Sasaki.
Yep.
So if I'm Coach Levon, I'm definitely talking about that at half, or I'm already trying to figure out adjustments for it right now.
We'll see what Iowa comes up with here in these corners. They usually come up with something, as you said.
Some razzle-dazzle.
Yeah.
"30 minutes in, 1-0 Iowa Raptors over the home side, Minneapolis City."
There it is again.
Yep.
Going for it. Connor might be on here, though. Schwartz.
The problem is that there's no one for Cole except for Jasek.
There's Nikowski.
And now there's...
Might have to hold it up here and just... It's a good transition from Iowa. Pacheco really likes to get on the ball here in these transitions and really kind of pick where the pass is going. He's done pretty well so far.
You're going to need Habat and Drong to... And maybe it's Heinen telling either of those players that they need to get up when we transition.
Yep.
Because it's only been the two forwards by themselves.
Yep.
And on that instance, if one of those two midfielders would have come join,
Yep.
it would have had a better opportunity.
Good idea there, but we coming for it. Yeah, I completely agree. Especially with how many numbers we have back on defense. You know, you have the full 3 back. You have Heinen, who's in really good spots in that 6 position. I think we can afford to push one of those other attacking midfielders up the field. Gray again finding a good pocket. It's been open a lot. Great turn from Jacek. Yep, he's going to call no advantage there. It's another foul on Petrovic here. We'll see if he gets a yellow.
I think he's going to get booked. The referee would not be pointing him over without booking him.
There it is. Yep.
And now I think that's where
that's
where Minneapolis City needs to attack.
Yep.
Because we've seen that Petrovic has nothing to do with Jacek.
No. Yeah, he's having a tough time already in his 30 minutes in the game. We'll see how Minneapolis City approaches that, and Iowa.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful night out here at Edor Nelson Field on the campus of Augsburg University. Great soccer night. Great soccer.
Yeah, it really is. You really can't. Summer soccer's just got a different feel about it.
Is it a cold fall soccer?
Yeah. Cold and rainy. It's a decent flick there. That could be a corner, I think. Yep.
I think Logan Huber, center back.
Yep.
No offense, maybe not the most fleet-footed, quick guy with, from a reaction standpoint to get that smartly, let that roll wide instead of trying to throw a leg at it.
Yep. Kind of that awareness there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is McCrae left or right-footed?
I don't know, but he just put in a great left-footed shot. But Jacek has an opportunity to play the ball back, and Petrovic with a good clearance. Either way.
I think he's right-footed. That was a great ball to the left if he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I use my left to stand on. That's about it.
Mine's a kickstand.
Yeah.
I did score 1 goal in my career with my left foot. It was like the sweetest left foot I ever hit, and then I stopped using it.
Why?
Well,
I feel like if I scored with my left, I wouldn't stop using it.
Go on top. Go out on top.
That's fair.
Foul on
There's Sasaki winning a foul for his team. Just let Iowa get up a little bit. There they are again, looking for Dancer now.
Who's in? Off the woodwork.
Wow, I'm not sure if Wade got a touch on that or not, but
I think he did.
That was about as close as you can get coming across the goal mouth after hitting the post. And that was from one pass off of a short free kick. Or I guess long free kick, but a quick free kick.
This Iowa Raptors team, credit to their coaching staff, well drilled.
They knew exactly how they wanted to play this game, and they've played it fairly perfect so far, apart from maybe a couple defensive lapses. But I mean, offensively, they knew exactly what they were going to do.
Huber on the ball, finding Jacek.
Good spot.
Did you notice on that particular instance, Petrovic did not track back?
He did not.
With Jacek.
I think that's going to change. Just Heinen again.
This is how Minneapolis City wants to play. They want to have bouts of possession. They want to keep the ball.
Yep.
And we haven't really seen that in the first half.
No, I think we'll see a few passes, and then somebody will try and find that final ball. And
Good
I think
touch by Streets. Right. Back to Anderson, finding Heinen.
It's a decent run
Goes
there.
into Jacek.
Howell again.
He's been everywhere. But good bit of possession there by Minneapolis City. Probably their best opportunity on the ball collectively so far in the first 30 minutes of this game.
Yep. And that's where you see that fluidity too. Heinen's technically the center defensive mid. He was up on top of the box there, which is really great to see.
Strong's in.
Great little slip. Howell again. What a challenge.
What a tackle. I mean,
it's a great little slip ball from Drong.
The Crow faithful, the citizens are calling for that foul, but a fantastic tackle again by Howell.
Yeah. Petrovic away.
Dancer clears lines here into Kim.
Should be a Minneapolis City ball.
Absolutely.
This is, like you said, this is where Minneapolis City is really going to take advantage of. It looks like Iowa's having a tough time getting out in this moment.
Howell with the clearance. Petrovic's just going to clear lines.
Might turn into something here.
Yeah, in inches. Matsushita on the ball.
Iowa might try and get up here. You'll see Pacheco get on the ball within the first 1 or 2 passes.
That's a good tackle.
Looks pretty similar to the one that happened a couple minutes ago in the box there, but maybe he came around the backside.
I feel like Schwartz did get the ball, but
might be through legs.
Dancer is down, and the referee is calling for the training staff. It's like they brought their own today.
Yes. I'm sure Ann is happy about that. Doesn't have to sprint out every time.
Yep.
He was busy against Joy last weekend.
Yeah, very busy on this ground.
Yep. See if Iowa sends up Petrovic and Howell. Doesn't look like they are.
I don't think so. There's a lot of white shirts back there, though.
Yep.
Number 10, Fernando Pacheco, has been fantastic on the ball.
He's
clean.
Kind of that guy who just kind of dictates, are we going forward, are we not, are we going to chill on the ball? And he's done a pretty good job in deciding which one here. See if Minneapolis City can take advantage of that sloppy giveaway.
But here is where, if you're not going to go forward, it's keeping the ball.
Yep. Can't be that in between.
Yep. And they're giving Drong space to operate.
Yep.
It's just that final pass that's let him down.
He's on the ball again. This is where you kind of take 5 yards, pass, take 5 yards, pass
Great
again.
ball
What a great
into
ball.
Lindsay. Another left-footed pass.
Yep. See if they can.
Petrovic will
sloppy clearance
put
there.
that one into 94.
Yep. You know, finally learning the names of the highways up here. It's been took me about a year, but
If you don't know what Highway 94 is, being from Madison, you just need to get out of this booth.
it does take me all the way here.
Yeah. Anderson into Huber.
It's good patience here.
Finding streets.
Strong again. It's good feet. Looking for Heinen maybe there.
But with Heinen being up now is when you need Habat, or most likely Habat, to drop in there so that you can get their shape back.
Yeah.
But Heinen does a great job of recovering.
Yeah. I don't think I was very interested in countering from their goalie.
No.
It's a good touch from Ruka Kiza there.
My typical compatriot in the box likes to give the referees a name. He usually calls them by color. So today they're red.
Okay.
So red with an interesting call there. I thought that was
Okay.
pretty soft.
Yeah, that was might be a throw in there, but he's called a foul. Right to
Heinen with
Heinen.
space to
Sorry,
counter.
ball doesn't lie. Found Yasik in that little pocket.
That was a foul.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'd
a
agree
foul.
with that one. I think if you're Minneapolis City here, even if it gets to halftime, I think you're really going to try and, like you said, go at that back line. I mean, they've done a decent job so far, but especially with Petrovic on a yellow, you're really going to want to get Nikowski and Schwartz really up in their spots instead of coming and get it in those pockets.
Yep. And with the two-striker formation, it affords you that opportunity to
Yep.
have one checking and one still
Yep.
staying central.
Exactly.
Up high.
Yeah.
Petrovic probably going to look to go long here, but chooses to go short.
I will say Iowa does play, as Minneapolis City does, a pretty fluid game. I mean, as we saw Ruka Kiza getting up almost at the forward line there. He's technically the right back today.
Now he's playing central.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
Huber into Orser with some space to eat up here. Yasik.
Mikowski again finding a good pocket.
Good ball outside by Captain Abai Habat into Streets. Good possession here for Minneapolis City. But
Heinen again.
Unlucky touch.
They're really giving Huber a lot of time on the ball here.
Yep.
And he's missed a couple, but he's found a lot of really good passes as well.
I think the reason why he's taking that third and fourth touch is definitely because of the fact that the runs are starting late.
Mm-hmm.
You'd like to have him maybe get the ball off his foot sooner. So look for the outside wingbacks and the front forward to maybe make that run sooner so he can get it off his foot quicker.
Yeah. And I think we've seen Habat kind of figuring out that when those wide guys do make that run forward, he's kind of picking up that pocket, which is a really good spot as a center mid to come get the ball in.
So it was offside. Cole Schwartz coming from it. Oh, no, it was a foul. Leaning into Howell. It's been a great battle between the two of them so far this game.
Yeah, it has. I think Schwartz will be eager for the rest of the game to kind of tip that battle in his favor. That long ball out wide again.
Dancer's recovered from his injury. Back onto the field. Finding Kim.
maybe it could be a foul, but refs. Red is letting it go.
Red is letting it go. Way to pick up the booth vernacular there.
You know, you didn't give me much of that training before, so I've kind of had to pick it up on the fly here.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let the baby bird fly out of the nest.
I think Rukakiza might have permanently switched into midfield here because he has been there the last about 5 minutes. And he switched to what looks like 21, which we haven't gotten his name yet. Drawing, moving it quickly in there.
Streets kind of put in the hospital there with that pass. Not much he could really do to it with Kim kind of breathing down his neck.
Yeah. Now Iowa will play the time-wasting game, which
already,
you would, I mean, playoff soccer.
Yep.
I think I'd expect Luigi to do the same if we're up 1-0, so. We'll say Minneapolis City has adapted pretty well to the way Iowa wants to play going forward. They haven't had much joy since their goal.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you. Huber on the ball again here.
As you said in the beginning of the game, I'm not sure if those big balls, 50-50s, with Howell and Petrovic back there, are really going to work.
Yeah, everything of substance has come on the ground. Great ball
what
by
a great ball. Let's see if.
A little overcooked there, but that's the right idea.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what Minneapolis City has done is they've figured out the things that weren't working offensively and have gone more so to what is working.
Yep.
And it's just been that final piece, that last set of the table that hasn't really been there for them.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, there's a lot of soccer to be played, and, you know, there's a lot of very talented players from Minneapolis City on the bench, as I assume there also is from Iowa. Good step by Streets.
Oh, Schwartz did really well there.
Great counter
Could be
attack
numbers.
opportunity. Schwartz with the opportunity to hit one.
Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper.
Great save from man. Good take by Cole Schwartz.
It's a great save. I was about to say should have played Streets on the overlap, but it was a great strike there.
Yeah, but why? Short one from Habat into Drong. How on the spot again. That one might hit 94.
You're always a supporter of the shot, Biz.
I am.
Every time I watch back our streams, anytime I don't shoot from 30 yards out, it's a, why aren't you shooting over there?
Dude, you have a green light from the parking lot as far as I'm concerned.
There's Habat again. To Schwartz. That should be a penalty there.
Penalty.
That's a great combination there. And Yasik again in a great spot. Howell just mistimed his tackle for the first time today, honestly.
It looks like Yasik is gonna go to the spot.
Red had no hesitation there.
Red had no hesitation.
No.
I mean, even if that ball would have gone through without the whistle, looks like Habat is
having a conversation.
little conversation about who's going to take it. And the captain wins out. So Captain Abai Habat with the opportunity to equalize here.
Yep.
In the 44th minute, a perfect opportunity to put the dagger in right before the half.
Yep. This would be a huge goal for momentum.
And he tucks it home.
Great finish.
1-1, folks, as Minneapolis City equalizes in the 44th minute via Captain Abai Habat from the spot.
I don't think many goalies are saving that one.
No, that one was definitely over the top of the outstretched hands.
Yeah.
And it looks as if we're going to have 2 minutes of stoppage time on top of this half. So if you're Minneapolis City, it's all hands on deck in the back, right?
I would believe so at this point.
Because that is a momentum killer.
It's a huge momentum killer, and I think they're going to want to go in here with 1-1. I mean, obviously, if you can get to 2-1 if you're Minneapolis City, that'd be ideal. But
best case scenario, just locking up shop here.
Yep. And I think, as we've said, Iowa's really been struggling to kind of get into the game since their goal, which, I mean, not sure if that's really a criticism, but Luigi's been pretty not busy since that goal.
Yeah, it's that one opportunity early on by Constant.
Yeah. If you can get a flick on that, Schwartz might have been in. Should be offsides there if it gets to him.
Good step by Orser.
Seeing more and more Nikowski trying to find those little pockets instead of going over the top, and I think that's where
got to win the tackle there.
City could be hurting him.
That's that errant pass we were talking about.
Yep. And now
Kim is in.
Kim is around. Really good recovery from Heinen there.
Yeah, Kim ran out of ideas once Heinen recovered.
Yep. Drawing with a double team.
Silly foul. Silly
And
foul.
now we're going to see Iowa practice their strength of the game so far, which is set pieces.
Yeah, silly foul there by Drong. Every opportunity to snuff that out without the foul.
Yeah, those are the ones you get just excited. The ball's there.
Yeah, kick out on.
Happens to all of us.
If I'm Minneapolis City, it's man-to-man coverage here,
Yep.
and you're not leaving your runner no matter what happens.
Yep.
You're tracking everyone. It's like Red's saying we're going to go on the whistle here.
Yep. Luegi's going to have to be huge here, coming for a lot of these balls into that 6-yard box.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in there that it...
Huber going free. Looked like Pacheco went for a goal there, trying to catch Luegi out in the near post.
I would say 45 minutes plus stoppage in. That was the first opportunity where Pacheco did the wrong thing.
Yeah, honestly, he's been, as we've been saying, he's been pretty good in there in the midfield, really kind of dictating the play for Iowa.
Yep, absolutely.
Interesting how Minneapolis City does start their goal kicks with a center back.
Into the goalkeeper.
Into the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I have to say, I haven't seen it not work. I've just haven't seen that much.
There we are at the half, folks. Minneapolis City 1, Iowa Raptors 1 in this Sweet 16 matchup in the UPSL National Playoffs. I'm John Bisworm. I'm joined by Dominic Majin here. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll break down what we saw in the first half. So thank you for being with us for this first 45.
MPSL coaches Matt Van Benskoden and Tori Burnett, along with representatives from the Citizens Supporters Group. This year, Minneapolis City's NPSL team achieved more than any other year. Not only were we conference champs, but we had the most wins in club history with a record of 10 wins and 1 loss in the season. We won the Minnesota Cup. We won the NPSL North Conference Championship with games to play for the 3rd time. And we've earned ourselves a bye into the Midwest semifinals of the NPSL playoffs. We're super proud of this Minneapolis City NPSL group, and here to recognize the coaches, the masterminds of the club, are members of the Citizens, the official supporters group of Minneapolis City, to present commemorative scars to our NPSL coaches. Make some noise for Matt Van Benskoden and Tori Burnett, head coach and assistant coach for our NPSL squad, headed to the playoffs with a 1st round bye. Thank you so much, guys, for everything you've done this year for the club. And thank you for coming out to support the UPSL MC2.
Right side.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to UPSL Sweet 16 National Playoff action at Augsburg University, Edor Nelson Field, summer home of Minneapolis City. I'm John Bisworm. Thank you for joining us for the first half. We're now into the halftime. Back and forth action. I think both teams had some good opportunities. Obviously did some interchanging from their tactics. Dom, what did you see?
I mean, I think Iowa did a pretty good job early on, especially of finding those little pockets with Sasaki and Kim especially, and Pacheco's kind of been calming it down in the midfield for him, and I think that's where they've been hurting Minneapolis City, along with those set pieces, as we've said, which they scored on, and I think they've been all right on defense. I mean, Petrovic has got a yellow now, and Howell's been making some last-ditch tackles, but as we saw at the end there, Minneapolis City kind of pounced on it. But I think that kind of battle of the formations, as we talked about, with the 4-4-2 narrow and the 3-5-2, I think Minneapolis City finally figured out that it's going to be tough for that 4 midfielders in the middle to deal with both the wide backs and the 3 midfielders who we know have a lot of quality in the middle for Minneapolis City.
Yep, absolutely. So from a player to watch perspective, I think Cole Schwartz had a pretty good shift in the first half. A lot of times out on an island. Had a really great opportunity earlier on, put it over the bar. Had another opportunity where Iowa Raptor goalkeeper Sehan Man had a great save.
Great save.
But also the opportunity where his hold-up play was good, but he wasn't necessarily getting a lot of supporting from the midfield coming up. But before we get into any other talking points here from the first half, I want to do a big shout-out to our sponsor, Pence Homes. If you're out there in the real estate market struggling against multiple offers on your house, you thought that they were the one buyers. They come over the top. With deep pockets and unrealistic demands from potential sellers, it's easy to get down on that process. Well, maybe it's time that you let Pence Homes pick it up for you. From the best tools and technology to complete transparency throughout the buying and selling process, Pence Homes is a top choice for people looking to make a move. Pence Homes, a division of Keller Williams Classic Realty Northwest. Visit pencehomes.com. So we got about 2 minutes here, Dom. Is there anything else that you saw in that half other than the fact that I've been teeing you up for success?
I think honestly, towards the end of that half, we saw Iowa really kind of just playing on fumes, and I wonder if they'll come out with a little more fire like they did in the first half, or if Minneapolis City will continue that momentum that they ended with that penalty. But I think Minneapolis City definitely, as we kind of talked about it, kind of figured out what Iowa City was trying to do, and really kind of just took advantage of those wide spots and then those pockets in the middle when Iowa tried to adapt. So we'll see how Iowa comes out, but I mean, they definitely started stronger, so we'll see how the second half goes. For
me, it was the fact that Minneapolis City finally realized that long balls over the top into Petrovic and Howell is not going to work.
Yeah.
So you're overloading with 2 and 3 guys going at both of them and trying to find that quick interchanging on the ground, which is what led to that penalty, right?
Yep, exactly. And I think, as the half went on, we saw Nikowski, instead of going over the top as much, he was coming in and finding those really dangerous pockets as Habat had kind of shifted wide. Drong was coming deeper to get the ball. And Heinen really kind of found himself in a lot of tough spots for Iowa to kind of really handle. So I think that's where you kind of saw Minneapolis really kind of take advantage of those situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Minneapolis City 1, who yesterday we traveled down to Rochester and
completed the season.
We did complete the season. We finished out with a win, which we needed to kind of get that bye for the regionals. So next Friday we'll be playing hopefully here in Minneapolis, but we'll see. But yeah, it was a really good result. Kind of a tough game, really men's league feel, really kind of scrapping it out. And I think, you were there, you saw kind of what happened. I think
to me it was the better defense won.
I would agree, and I think we talked about it after the game, especially being center mids, you and I, and, the other center mids out in the field, if we're all agreeing that was a good win after not having the ball much, it's probably a good win, because sometimes you got to just kind of grit those out, and you're not going to have the ball 100 times a game, So I think that was really cool to us, and good going into regionals here to really get that win that we haven't had to get pretty much all season, maybe against Duluth the first time, but I think that was good for our morale there, especially after a tough result against Joy last weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, you moved up here from Wisconsin, played for my club, our club, the Milwaukee Bavarians. Maybe Big Pat's listening.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
Maybe Tom's listening. Who knows? But if you are, thank you for listening. But you came up here and it kind of found a good home, right?
I would definitely agree. I mean, I had really no idea what my soccer life was going to be like up here, and you know, getting connected with you guys has been a blessing. So just being able to play with some really high quality players and get some really great coaching and just kind of play this level of soccer, which is a really good time. So
well, you're welcome.
Yeah, you know, you were the first contact, so I guess I have you to thank primarily. So
yeah, you're welcome.
You and Pat, that connection. So
well, we're 2 of 2 with cross-state transfers. Mark Haight was with us, and now you've come in. So if there's any other Bavarian out there listening and you want to make that jump, it's been great.
Minneapolis is a great place, and everybody's listening. So.
It is top 5 media market.
You know, you keep saying that. I don't know what that means, but you know, you just keep saying it, and I'll accept it. Right?
Well, just Google it. You know how to use the computer. All right, we're right about to get underway here as Red is pointing out the instructions to the teams. And our second half action tied 1-1 here in the Sweet 16 matchup between the Iowa Raptors and your Minneapolis City Crows.
Well, as we see already, Ruka Keys has been all over the field. Now he's playing center back, and Howell's playing center mid. It looks like the 10 here, so making last-ditch tackles and creating good opportunities, I guess. We'll see how that pans out.
It looks as if they may have gone to a back 3.
I think Dancer has been kind of out wide high a lot, so we'll see if that turns into a back 3 or if it's really just a back 4 and he's just kind of all over the place. It's a good pocket there.
Matsushita. Yep, and there's our boy Howell.
There's Howell. He loves this half, I think. That's what he likes. He doesn't want to play defense or offense on the other half.
Ball in.
Wiggy. Ooh. Awkward one, but
I think
you always have that under control.
Yeah, but you know what? We're not down there seeing the angle.
Yeah, I think, and we had Lindsay on the line there if anything really weird happens. So, well, Iowa really pressing up high here on these goal kicks now. Wiggy will look for left side here. Orser.
For Minneapolis City, the main thing not to do right now is to have that letdown you had in the first 10 minutes of the first half.
Yep, and that's such a tough thing to come back from once and have to do it in both halves. It's going to be really difficult.
Yep, absolutely. Howell. It looks as if the counter punch in the second half for the Iowa Raptors is to put the guy who's going to win balls in.
Really, I mean, honestly, we've seen that already in the first 2 minutes. It's just going to be Howell wins on defense. Let's put him up on offense and see if he can win some headers in there.
And pump some ball. Very, very much so tournament soccer, would you say?
I would agree. This is what you get in about every level of soccer. You get to tournament time. I will say that the handful of times I've watched Minneapolis City, they do really well to play out of the back on goal kicks most of the time, which is it's a tough thing when the team tries to adapt to it. Could be a foul there.
Yeah, foul there. I think Abai Habat's touch let him down.
See if they send
the one thing so it's the counter punch for Iowa was put a ball winner up top.
Yep.
Try to overload, try to lump balls in. They did go 3 at the back.
Yeah.
Taking the opportunity to move Petrovic out of the with a yellow card away from having to guard Nikowski.
Yeah.
But with putting Howell up there, is he going to have the legs to work with the movement of great touch by Will Watson?
Yeah, that's really composed.
Is he going to have the legs to be able to keep up with the constant movement of the front or the midfield 3 of Minneapolis City?
Yeah, we'll see if Luigi catching that one. We'll see if Howell kind of inserts himself in the midfield or if he plays a little closer to the attack, because we saw in the first half
what he's doing.
I think it was 21 at the 10. It was more he wasn't really playing much defense, so I think Minneapolis City could look to take advantage of that. If Howell does the same thing, that could be a foul there from Ruka Kiza.
I mean, here's the decision that Red has to make. He was actually the last defender back.
Yeah, you could make the argument that could be yellow. I think could be a tough one to get.
I think Red's given him the opportunity to play a little bit, but if that happens again, probably
we'll see how he handles that.
Probably going to get a slice of cheddar.
Yeah, we hope.
That's what we call here in the booth. we call it here in the booth.
All
Slice
right.
of cheddar.
Slice of cheddar. I'm learning it again.
We haven't figured out what a red card is yet, but maybe it's an opportunity for you to
Maybe. I'll think about it as the game goes on,
all
right?
Scotty Heinen on the ball. Once again, hello to his parents in St. Charles, Illinois, as he plays this ball in.
Should be goalie's ball there.
And
it's a tough spot to cross from. It's kind of hard whether you want to do an outswing or clip that in as he did, but here's Dancer.
Drong doing a great job of tracking back.
Yep. Decent shoulder there.
I didn't see anything in that.
No, it's tournament soccer, as you like to say.
Yep.
There's Streets trying to shield it out. Could be a corner.
Yeah, no, but that was kind of a bang bang.
Yep.
You don't know if it came off Kim, but Streets did the safe thing.
Yep.
Denying the opportunity for Kim to turn on him and go in and just hoof it out.
Back when I got my referee certification, back when I was like 11 years old, the guy that was teaching me always said, if you're in a 50-50, always vote for offense. We like offense. And I never knew if I really agreed with that.
What terrible instruction. Fire that man.
I didn't like that instruction because I always got nervous when I was giving more attacking calls. So
here's an opportunity for some more patented Raptors razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, you see they're all kind of bunched up.
Ooh.
Those are one of those times where if you're Lindsay there, he's done a pretty good job kind of putting him off. You're not going to out-jump him there, but he's done a good job kind of putting him off before he gets the header.
Put a body in there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd like to see Luigi come out and catch that.
Yeah, it was kind of in the sixer. It was kind of awkward ball, as you said. They get that different angle from the guy going short.
It looks as if the Raptors have countered a 3-5-2 with a 3-5-2.
They're definitely pushing the strong side outside
against
back.
Petrovic.
Oh. We'll see if he can. Petrovic's got to be careful there. He's done pretty well.
That's great defense.
Yeah.
Kind of putting Sasaki under here, and then Dancer getting put under.
See what Petrovic does here. Oh, Nikowski did very well there. This game is going to be a cagey affair for the last 40 minutes. And that's what you like to see out of these games.
Yeah, let the boys play.
Yeah. Pacheco again.
Pacheco's quality.
He's just finding those really good spots. Never really flustered on the ball. Here's Constant. Should be Luigi's. You always got to respect a goalie that doesn't wear long sleeves. We've got two goalies that aren't wearing long sleeves out there today.
Why is that? Why do you respect that?
They're just like ready to get strawberries on all of their, forearms and everything with the turf. Our boy Matt Elder does that a lot too, and I always tell him.
Matt Elder and I are fighting right now.
Could never do that. Why is that, Biz?
He thinks I don't do a good job in the booth.
Well, I will say when I watch the streams back, you do like to.
Oh, good individual play by Streets. He has acres of space. Cutting back.
He's done really well there. So he picks a pass out. Yastik. Danger ball there.
Would have liked to maybe see more Minneapolis City players getting into that that weak side garbage opportunity.
Those are tough spots. Ball over the top here.
Uber doing a good job.
That's a great decision from Heinen there, just to calm the game down for a second. See if he picks a pass out here.
Yeah, Scotty's had a good game so far.
Yeah, especially in the way that Minneapolis City likes to play. It's so key for their center mids to really get on the ball and just dictate how fast the game needs to be. Right now. Yeah, this is
good ball into Cole Schwartz.
Schwartz should be onside.
He has an opportunity with players in.
He's a strong tackle. Should be a corner kick.
That's
called a foul there.
It's a card. Now we're looking at 2 of the 3 center backs for Iowa Raptors with
yellow cards.
Yellow cards.
I wouldn't want to play against Schwartz and Nikowski with yellow card.
No, absolutely not.
Especially with our athleticism up here, right, Biz?
Yeah, no. I lived on a yellow card my whole life.
I think I had added a few bucks to the fines earlier this season for yellow. Wasn't really a worthy one. I think I just yelled at the ref, but
yellow card, man.
I think he was wearing red that day. It must be a red thing.
Yeah, maybe. Captain Abai Habat on the ball here. Looks like McCray Drong with acres of space here with the opportunity.
Yep, he's on the ball. Not the greatest ball back, but he's on it. Petrovic again throwing in a little tackle.
Orser has some space too. Unlucky pass.
You would love to see that from a set piece opportunity there.
Yeah, the quality of that pass from Will let him down, but
it's a good decision there though.
I mean, realistically speaking, that short pass works fine to Drong, but it has to be pin perfect so he has an opportunity to make a shot.
Yeah, I completely agree. Abai there.
Had an opportunity to turn.
I'd love to see Abai get on the ball more in this half here. He's just such a talented player on the ball and just knows exactly when needs to go on. Look for Schwartz there. That's unlucky.
Kiza wanted nothing to do with that.
No. Dancer again, though.
Yeah. He's had a lot of the ball.
He has. He's almost always the first resort out of the goalkeeper's hands.
Oh. Good look by Habat to Schwartz.
See if I can take this sting out of this game a little bit here. It's been a pretty cagey start.
It looks as if maybe it's a 3-4-3 is what Iowa's playing now.
I mean, Dancer's definitely playing higher than this right back over here.
Yeah.
I think defensively they're playing a 4-back, but I think attacking-wise, you see him, they kind of just fly all over the place. This is the first time we've seen Sasaki really on the ball in this half.
Maybe that adjustment we talked about by Coach Liban.
Yep. Checo, I'm not sure if he was really aiming there, but he's found
Here's our boy.
Constant. Now Howell's in the ball. Good find there.
Good touch by Huber.
Yep, it's going to calm it down.
But the pass let him down a little bit. That was a tough one.
Iowa back on the ball here.
Good
Ethan
good
with
step,
a good tackle.
Good step by.
A hiccup.
Yeah. Hiccups are better than voice cracks.
That's what I was worried about waking up this morning. I was.
You have a lozenge?
This weird chronic voice crack problem. I think I'm still going through puberty.
Oh, looking at you maybe. Oh, good turn by Kim.
It's been in the box now. It could be out about her goal kick.
Yep.
That was a good turn there.
I don't know what he's complaining to Red about there. I didn't see anything.
I like to complain to Red about a lot of things, so I think I can definitely kind of fraternize with that. Sometimes it's just the best way to kind of get rid of your pent-up anger.
Yeah, just yell at the guy who's in charge.
Yep.
Good call.
Mm-hmm. My dad's a ref. I know what to say to him. My dad will sit me down and he'll tell me exactly what you need to say, the tone you got to say it. Drong looking for Schwartz here. Checo again, he's kind of that outlet as we've talked about the entire game. Is that first pass.
Good.
Habat did really well there.
Oh, unlucky.
Fortunate there.
Unlucky.
Here's Howell. Drong, great transition though.
Yeah.
And here's Heinen again. Looking for Schwartz.
John's going to get hammered here.
That's pretty well done from Dancer there. Streets did real well there to get a touch on it. See if anybody can calm this down.
That's not what you're looking for, but luckily Lindsay cleans it up. It goes into Howell.
It was a good little period of men's league soccer right there. About 5-6 tackles in a row. Heinen, there you go, calming it down again. Can really count on him for that.
Looks as if Iowa Raptors are going to make their first substitution here. We actually have a name, so we're good. We'll give you that here in a second as Nate Streets is on the ball.
Good decision there from Streets. Not trying to go up an alleyway with no options.
Huber finding Drong. Drong's had just found his spots.
Yeah.
Unlucky there.
It's good pressure there from Matsushita. Constant finding Pacheco again.
Pacheco's
just calm on the ball. I mean, you can tell his team just finds him when they need kind of offload pressure.
I mean, you're a high-level soccer player. Oh, skill check there by Ethan Henderson.
Yeah, we'll see if he meant to do that. It's a great touch, though. Pacheco again. Jacek. It's an interesting call.
That's a very interesting call. I think the opportunity here for Minneapolis City, because clearly Iowa has decided to just throw players forward.
Yep.
The opportunity is got to complete a higher percentage of passes to go around that pressure.
Yep, and I think, we know it. We're not at the professional level here. If you get 2 passes out of a counter, you're basically in on goal. So now we have the sub coming. Ruka Kiza coming out. We talked about him getting the yellow card a couple minutes ago. It looks like James Lynch, number 13, is coming in here. We'll see where he slots in.
Dancer comes to the side, number 21. We have no idea who that guy is.
Yeah, that's the one guy. We don't know who his name is. If 21's family is watching, we're sorry. Checo again here. Habat found himself on the width.
My bad.
Clean the lines here.
Yep. See what Schwartz can do here. It's kind of interesting. They're letting him bring that down, which is he's done really well there. Strong looking for Nikowski. called the no advantage call. That's a good call from Red. You always love a no advantage call.
So if you're the Raptors, was bringing off Makisa the right call?
You know, we'll see. I mean, he's definitely one of the more athletic defenders. He did kind of put in a rash tackle there a couple minutes ago. I'm not sure how they're going to adapt to having now 21 and Petrovic in the middle against two fairly athletic guys, especially with Nikowski. Huber looking for Streets.
Choosing an interesting path there to Streets, who's kind of on an island by himself. Oh.
Has he gone for the Meg there? It's good defense, though.
I mean, that's where you want to have that foul, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll see what Iowa making a couple more subs here pretty early on in the half. I'm not sure if that's because they're not happy with what's going on or trying to take advantage of what Minneapolis City's given them. I'm not sure, but we'll see what Minneapolis City does to make some subs here going forward. I'm gonna wait for you to shout out who the subs are. 16. Looks like, is that 16?
For
16 is Kevin Castle, we do know. So it looks like he has come on for Matsushita.
Yeah.
And then number 2, we see is Robert Hurwitz has come on for
I'll get that
Apologize.
Get that in a second. Let's see here.
Any Iowa City fans watching, we are a little more organized than this. Usually I understand. This is my first time up here though, so maybe we aren't more organized. I'm not really sure.
No, you're disorganized. It's call spade a spade.
Strong finding Streets. Streets looking for the middle here. Schwartz really snatched at that one. I don't know if he knew he had that much time, but finding a little pocket there for the first time this half. So we can confirm that Robbie Hurwitz came on for Matsushita, and then we have Kevin Castle on for Yu Sasaki, which is interesting because Sasaki was kind of their wild card in the first half there. He really kind of was their outlet. Pacheco looking for constant.
That high line for Luegi, just eating that up.
He's always going to be there for that one. We'll see if Hurwitz and Castle kind of slide in the midfield. Looks like they have. Hurwitz's first touch, not the best there. Looking for Schwartz.
Unlucky first touch for Cole.
Got another substitute. I don't remember seeing him come on. Who's their left back over there? 13. We missed one. Oh, that is Lynch. Never mind. Sorry about that.
We didn't miss anything, Dom. We're on the spot here.
I guess we are. Didn't have my head on a swivel. Good to see Adam King warming up over there. A couple other guys. Looks like Zakowski and maybe Stephen Wright. Into Schwartz here.
Battling though. Pancho getting on the ball. Look at him try to find someone.
Yep. Red says no call there. Schwartz on the ball. Should be a foul there now. Pacheco fouling him.
The bot looking to try to play quick.
Yeah. We'll see if they try and take advantage of this. Nope, going quick, which I do prefer.
Yeah, you're a midfielder. You want the ball.
Yeah, I know. Selfishly.
Smart play by
Orser.
Just to
kind of deciding when is the right time to go forward and when.
Hey, ball.
Here's Howell.
I mean, if I'm the Iowa Raptors coach, I'm looking to bring an interesting call there.
Yeah, it looks pretty clearly Minnesota's ball.
I didn't see enough out of Alan Kim up top, number 8 for Iowa Raptors, to make the switch to take off Sasaki.
Yeah,
right?
I completely agree. Especially they look like they had a good relationship, figuring out who was interchanging and who was coming near. And
good step by Streets.
Did well there. Hurwitz completing a pass. Pacheco again. And those little pockets.
Dancers seem to have covered every inch of this turf at Eeyore Nelson.
That's a great ball for Howell. We'll see what he can do there.
Good step by Luegi.
Yeah, I think Huber was in a good spot as well there. Turf kind of ran away with that ball.
And you like to see the sportsmanship there. Like Howell didn't come in with any malice there. He was just trying to get the ball.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes you try to get the ball with all intent and you hit a guy.
Yep. Luegi again, a dictating play from the back line here. Heine coming into the pocket. Ouija dancer. Finally getting the ball to feed there, looking for Howell. Ball stuck underneath him.
I don't quite.
Kim almost got on the ball there. Got a touch on it for sure.
Oh, good
wow,
play by
Streets has done
Streets.
so well there. Unfortunate from drawing.
I mean, there's not much more McCray could have done with that.
No, it's a spinning ball up in the air. Tough ones. Ball's not a constant. Might have taken a deflection there, perhaps?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think, not to call out Minneapolis City coaching here, but I think it might be time for a substitution.
Yep, and there's a bevy of bodies. You see Nick Zakowski,
Yep.
Adam King, Stephen Wright,
Yep.
and it looks as if Coach MVB, supporting Coach Kevin Liban
Yep.
today, has handed in a sheet.
Like we said, he had an off day yesterday, so ready to go today. He's
Should
brought his
be
A
fresh.
game. He's brought his A game today. Pacheco swinging the ball. They like that change of angle on those corner kicks a lot.
Does that do anything for you?
You know, I've never been in a team that has done that. You know, you watch it in the pros. Sometimes they do it. I guess if you have a guy that you think can put in a better ball, a moving ball like that, I guess. But constant on the ball here.
Good job by Nikowski.
I was just thinking, unless you're putting in like the best ball from De Bruyne's standpoint, I mean, you're taking a guy out of the middle. If you're bringing a guy out there to do that.
So the substitution that was made is McCray Drong, who I feel had a very good
Put in
shift
a really
today.
good shift.
He's coming away for Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
Stephen Wright, another Wisconsin guy, went to UW Whitewater, was a Division III All-American.
I will say with 100% confidence, I have very little familiarity with UW Whitewater, so we'll see how. He's slotting into the middle here.
So what you're giving way of between the two of those players is McCray Drong's your tricky, shifty center midfielder.
Yep, finding good pockets.
Finding good pockets of space. And Stephen Wright is a left-footed center midfielder, which is rare.
Yeah.
And more defensively.
Oh, Pacheco, great find there. Is that another sub for Iowa we missed? No, he's there. I'm getting familiar.
Yeah, you're doing a great job of the play-by-play. I've just stopped talking. Can't get you to shut up, so I might as well stop talking.
You can ask anybody that knows me. I don't stop talking. So I think it was pretty wishful thinking. I was not going to talk play-by-play.
That was number 16, Kevin Castro.
Luigi. Howell there again. Likes to pick off those passes. Luigi almost getting unlucky there.
Replacing number 22, McCray.
What I was getting at before you rudely interrupted me was
sorry about that.
That's okay. It happens. Stephen Wright's more of that pass first possession base,
Yep.
keep the ball, not do anything flashy,
Yep.
which I think is actually a pretty decent recognition by Coach Liban.
Yeah, I like that.
Because what we saw where Minneapolis City was falling down was that connection of like the third and fourth pass.
Yep.
And he's the guy who's going to look to get that.
Well, I think like we've all recognized is just that first pass after winning the ball or after getting the ball is so important at this level. You know, teams aren't set up perfectly on defense, and you get that one pass that beats four guys. So I think a guy that's going to play 1-2 touch is really, really valuable. They're using the ball again there. See what Streets deals with that. He's done pretty well. Over to Nikowski, who, to be honest, I mean, our forward line hasn't had much of the ball in this half. Looks like Zakowski and Adam King are getting ready to come in. Howell on the ball. Looking for, that's a great ball. Looking for James Lynch, who, as we said, those outside backs of Iowa really get high.
I feel as if Lynch ran out of ideas.
Yeah, I
I
think those are tough ones. That first touch takes him towards the end line, and defender who's well positioned is really going to kind of take out ideas.
Coach Liban looking to slowly bleed the bench here.
Yep. Well, and you gotta confirm for me. So we do play 30 minutes of extra time if we do end up going extra time here.
Correct.
So we do have to be smart with how we do substitute how many guys we have on the bench.
So Zakowski came on for Nathan Streets. Decent shift for Nate today.
Yep, looks like
and Adam
Lindsay's
Keene
on the right.
came on for player to watch, Cole Schwartz. Tell me about what you saw from Cole today.
I think Cole, he found some really good spots in that first half, kind of played the pass that created the pen in the first half, and we saw him have a couple chances, but in the second half it's been harder for both forwards. But I think it's a good sub. I think you get guys on that really, are just going to kind of press that back line, as we said, who's really kind of been struggling since that opening 20 minutes. So, but I do think Cole Schwartz has had a good shift.
I would say so.
Check over the top. Now we see Zukowski on the ball. Looks like he's playing left wing back here, but
interesting touch.
You know, I will say, you know, me and Ian Smith will talk about it a lot. I think we have a curse going on where we do miss our first touch when we sub in. So I think it's just an ongoing Minneapolis City thing. I think.
I mean, you know, adrenaline's high. You know, things are happening.
I couldn't tell you the reason for it. That might be the best reason. Howell looking for the ball over the top here. Both teams have, maybe this is just me from up in the booth here, but it looks like both teams have kind of gone away from that possession style they were at least trying to play in the first half.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of, not a lot, a little bit of panic.
I think, you know, we see that in these kind of tight playoff games. I mean, you know, we both play in these type of environments. I mean, you're really trying to just win the game at all.
Anything will do, right?
Yeah, and you know, it might be frustrating at times, but you know, we saw yesterday in our game against Med City. I mean, kind of have to win with what the game gives you.
It's like
Zukowski getting a yellow here.
Yeah,
interesting.
I would, you know, I'm not going to disagree with that call by Red.
Yeah,
but
he
has clipped a few guys, but he was also getting absolutely hammered all first half.
Yeah.
So,
and it's interesting to see that, you know, Red's been letting a lot of things go, especially in the last 20 minutes here, to kind of give that one a yellow. But
yeah,
see how Zukowski deals with that. I don't think it's going to really affect him that much.
No. He just can't take his shirt off after he scores a goal like he did in the conference playoff final.
Well, and we've learned now apparently you can't climb the fence when you score a goal either. So ball over the top for Kim, that gives a yellow, I guess.
That is leaving the field of play.
I guess. Zukowski completing first pass there, back to the Waggy. In this half might have one of the most touches of anybody on the field.
Yeah.
See if
I mean, again, you're playing a long ball.
Yep.
Great
ball from Howell there. Hurwitz making a run forward. Zukowski does really well there.
Yeah, did really well.
He's king on the ball maybe here.
You're playing that. Good ball in.
Zukowski.
First touch a little bit let him down, but
it's all right there though. We're keeping the ball.
Yeah, kept possession.
Yep. Sometimes that's the priority here. Steven right on the ball. Back to Huber. Huber's on route. I was going to say really well. I think the ball maybe a little less on it. Sometimes I'll do that. It's my bad.
Numbers,
too excited. Good
up
touch
here
from
for
Habat.
City.
Adam King looking maybe for Habat there. Different pages. Howell there winning the ball. Ethan Anderson as well.
Good. That's a good win by Ethan. That was a must-have.
Yep. Zukowski looking for Habat there. Checo, good tackle.
Yeah, won the ball back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know whose name we haven't called much in the second half is Hyman. Like, I think he's got to find that
Very
ball.
true, honestly. I mean, we talked about how key he was in the first half, especially playing that 6 roll in front of the 3 back, really finding those right decisions on the ball.
Yep,
you see he likes to move off the ball, which is, it leaves a lot of space for other midfielders to get the ball. Or sort of looking for a pocket.
Yeah, the
Zukowski, good touch there. That's that recognition of just knowing where the other body is and knowing where to take that touch. Really asks the defenders questions.
But one thing I wanted to mention is that from a Raptors perspective, from how quality they came out in the first half.
Yeah.
And the players on the field that were the ones that were actually answering a lot of the questions for them, going completely against what was working for them to what we're seeing now, which is just lumping balls forward.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a little disappointed in seeing that because I really like the way they played in the first half.
We talked about it the first 20 minutes. They came out and knew exactly what they wanted to do. They had the right guys in the right positions, and like you said, they're kind of going away from here. Pacheco looking for Howell, who might be the most versatile center back in men's league I've ever seen. We look at men's league center backs, and it's guys who are center backs barely. So
we got another substitution coming on here. Our crack intern team will let us know who that is, and it looks as if
Pacheco heading off here. That's surprising to me. There we go again. We said where they're going away from what's working.
So number 5.
Pacheco's coming off.
We
don't have a number 5.
We don't have a number 5. His name is Dylan.
Dylan.
Let's see if I
Dylan, again, if your family's out there,
Sorry.
I don't know your last name. See, this is where Iowa's been hurting Minneapolis on these set pieces. Luegi coming comfortably handling
I
that.
think that was the first time that Big Troy
come for
came
that.
out for
Yep.
one. And look what happened.
Yep. Abai might try and win something here. He's done really well to get past Dancer. Now he's going 1v1. I wouldn't like to go 1v1 with Abai.
No, absolutely not. But he did the one thing that you do. You see a guy wearing a knee brace and you don't pull the ball back. You go at that guy.
Yeah. Sorry, AO, if you're listening.
This one's like a full-on knee brace. Like this one has like maybe some
Some biomechanical.
carbon fiber.
Yeah. It's really high tech.
AO just wearing a wrap.
Yeah.
See if I can't.
Hurwitz has been on the ball a lot since he's come in. Dylan Swearingen. Let's come on. Sorry about that. We got Kim getting the ball here against Huber. Huber's done pretty well there. I really like that defense.
Very good defense.
Sikowski trying to find Nikowski.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
You did well. You did
We're
well.
learning, though. Dancer looking for Howell. Inadvertent give and go.
73rd minute for Iowa Raptors.
This is one of the first periods of the game that Minneapolis City's had a hard time getting out.
Now number 5, Dylan Swearingen.
Petrovic on the
Number
ball.
10, Fernando Pacheco.
It's good decision making there. Back to the goalie.
Maine's had a good
He's been
day.
solid today. A couple of really good saves in the first half.
He's been comfortable with the ball at his feet
Yep.
too, which is like
Kim getting the ball here. Good turn of pace. See if he finds the right
Oh,
pass.
Huber again.
Yep. Heinen. Now on the ball. That was the first voice crack. You didn't call it out. Thanks for that.
No, you're doing a great job.
I'm sure somebody probably called that out at home.
Again, a bot with space. The opportunity to.
This is a really good decision. I really like that. Look forward to seeing Nikowski. That's about it. Got to turn and just kind of play with it for a second. King getting his, I think, first touch on the ball there.
Yep.
Or one of his first touches. Orser.
For me, what I would like more from Orser there is you're going to make that pass to Huber.
Yeah.
Just make it.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. It's just that like touch and play from the defenders. It makes it so much easier for everywhere.
Good work by Luke Lindsay.
Oh, he's done really well to tell the defender there. Swearingen really coming back. But
King's available. Oh.
that touch from Petrovic was huge there. We both called out King.
Man.
We got Swearingen on the ball there. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name right. Sikowski does really well to read that.
This game is wide open right now.
It really is. It's like that 5v5 open play at your local indoor complex.
Howell just seems to have the.
Might be offside there. Nope, we're playing.
So
Howell's still on the ground. Swearingen calming it down for Castle.
Howell's engine is just incredible.
Yeah, he's been everywhere. Castle on the ball again. Good tackle.
Yeah, good tackle by Anderson.
Yeah. This has been flying by. It hasn't seemed like much has happened
minutes.
yet, but
can't even get the third sponsor read in. The action's
Nope.
just been all over the place.
way to call that out, Biz.
Yeah, I'll get to you, Southside Barber Lounge. We love you.
I made my first appointment with Southside Barber Lounge next Tuesday. We'll see if Gunnar hooks me up.
He will hook you up.
Decent ball there. Constant came across. Dancer again, the right back playing on top of the box. There's Kim, who's been on the ball a little bit since we've called him out, so credit to him. He must be listening.
We still have to figure out who number 21 is.
I know.
He's had a great game.
Yeah, he's
Poor
been
guy
very
doesn't have a
solid.
name.
I know. Here's Castle finding Howell again. Hurwitz wide to Kim. Then Wally get around Zakowski. Looks like it's a goal kick.
Good defense by Sikowski there. I mean, it's the only thing he could possibly do there was to push that player wide.
Yeah, those are the ones you got to just force him into a bad area and
pray.
Really, I mean, you got to hope that Luigi is going to come across, which he did there on those near post crosses. And there we see again the classic Will Orser to Luigi goal kick.
The ever so popular.
Yep. And there we go, looking for Habat. Sikowski
unlucky.
looking for
Howell
on the ball.
Yeah, just had so much of the ball
He
today.
really has. I mean, not sure if he even expected to get this much of the ball starting at center back today.
Yeah, he's got to drive back to Iowa tonight.
Making
He's
last-ditch tackles and looking for Kim.
Right now, I look for Luegi to catch that and hit a quick one.
There's a lot of just, let's see, we got a sub here, but let's see what Uncle Biz has for us here for the substitution.
I'll find it out as soon as
looks like Constance coming out. Constance coming out for, sorry about this, we're taking our time here. For Alejo Hoyas. Really sorry for butchering that name.
I don't think you added the proper accent mark to that one.
Why don't you say it, and then I'll follow your example.
Alejo Hoyas.
Hoyas, okay. Alejo Hoyas.
It's a long age.
It's all right. The guy that announced my name yesterday added like 7 syllables, so.
Besigian.
Luegi looking for, looks like Lindsay there. Just kind of shifted out to the right. Petrovic, who honestly he's done well being on a yellow card, but I'm not sure we've really pressured him as we did in the first half. Sorry, Minneapolis City. A habit. Sorry about that.
First rule of broadcasting, never apologize.
Anderson did well there to control that to Huber. Been pretty good in that center spot today.
I actually like that ball to dump it in to allow. The shape of Minneapolis City was all over the place.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just
concede something deep in the defensive third just so you have the opportunity to.
Here's Howell. Good cut inside. Really squared him up. Great save from Luegi. Zukowski did really well there, and he's offside.
Yeah.
But Zukowski is really good there following up.
Great save by Luegi.
Yep.
This is where we missed Nordo. He would be all over excitement for that one. We're just
Do I need to be screaming?
I don't think so. I think it's not your game.
Do I play the Ray Hudson card and start yelling magisterial, or?
I think so. I mean, maybe.
All right, maybe there's a goal, I'll be yelling. Howell again.
I think you're more of the reserved guy.
I'm more the reserved guy, all right.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta know where my spot is, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, good work by Dancer.
Dangerous ball. Luegi's done really well there. Orser clearing it. Nikowski, excuse me. Might be his first touch in about 5-6 minutes here. Has a bye here.
Petrovic wants nothing to do with him.
Yep. I wouldn't either. Here's the bot.
Have one.
Could he find the reverse?
Unlucky.
Yeah, the timing was off a little bit. He's done well there to kind of control it. Let it come back. Here, Adam King on the ball. Well, hasn't found much of it in this half since he's come on, which is just trying to find those pockets. It's a tough game to really get the ball at your feet.
Especially how stretched out it is right now.
Yeah, this is one of those tough ones where the rhythm is just a little off. We talk about all the time. Orser finding Zukowski here. I got to call out Biz here for calling out that I'm a better play-by-play guy than a color guy. So as you see, we kind of switched roles from first to second half.
Second rule of broadcasting.
Yeah.
Identify your role and just play it, right?
I think we have a good double pivot going in the midfield, though. We kind of like a seesaw. One guy will play color for a second, another guy will play play-by-play.
I'm just letting you fly, man. You do you. I'll talk when I need to.
You know, I was afraid I was going to talk too much, but, you know, you've kind of let me really show my colors today, so.
Okay, anytime. Thanks for joining me. And thank you for joining us. 81st minute. Minneapolis City Crows 1, Iowa Raptors 1 in this UPSL National Playoff Sweet 16 matchup.
It's been a really even game. I mean, you see, it's kind of what you want out of games. Just both teams, you know, are really kind of stubborn in the way they want to play and kind of adapting slowly or quickly to, I guess, to what the other team is trying to do. And I think it's been really cool to see how, you see Howell trying to make a run in behind there again. But yeah, both teams are really just trying to get that upper half step on the other team, and it's been really tough. Kim trying to find Hurwitz.
Good.
It's a good block there. We'll see if
it's gonna stay in.
It's gonna spin, and
I think
have a lot.
I don't want to call him man of the half, but the guy who's been the most active for me has been Luke Lindsay.
He just feels like he's always on the ball, either tackling or he's getting in a good spot. Anderson does well to find the way. Finds
the light post.
Close to 94.
I don't know if you've noticed, just to the left of the light post, life-size Lionel Bang mural.
True. You know, it's Somebody mentioned that after he scored in our first game.
Howell.
Howell finding a good spot. Dancer might have a shot here. That's going to trickle in.
Great finish by Dancer.
And Dancer's found the bottom corner from top of the box. It's a great finish there. I mean, you can't really fault anybody there, and that's just a really good finish.
And that changes the complexity of this game.
Yeah, we'll see how Minneapolis City responds to that.
I mean, that was a fantastic finish.
Really great finish. Howell, again, our guy, finding his spot, laying it off. And
I mean, for me, I was about to say that Dancer did the wrong decision by taking that extra touch.
Truly.
I thought he could have hit it first time.
Yep.
But apparently he knows better than we do, and we're now 2-1.
Yep.
Iowa Raptors scoring in the 83rd minute, and it looks as if we're going to be getting some additional substitutions.
Looks like Zach Susie coming in here.
Let the Susie Lucy.
Dancer's been all over the field today. We talked about left back, right wing, left wing. I mean, he's been the auxiliary attacker today.
And what's this? Luke Lindsay, we were just mentioning about how great of a shift he's put in, is making way for Zach Susie. So trying to get some more offense into the attack for Coach Liban. Moving Adam King back into...
I'll say right wing back.
Yeah, right wing back.
Well, we got probably about close to 10 minutes with stoppage time in this game left. See how much legs Minneapolis City have left and how well Iowa handles this.
I mean, I think for Iowa, it's adjusting the formation, right? And what you have now, we see Howell dropping back in. See,
looks like defensively,
Petrovic going back to the center. Still 3 in the back though, which is interesting. You might want to add that 4th guy back.
Yeah, Dancer looks like he's playing right wing back. As you know, now I think we'll see how they're really kind of committed to this possession to win it out here, which is admirable. Dancer on the ball, finding Howell. It's good possession there. Minneapolis City is going to have to pick their spot here to try and nick this and turn the momentum in their favor.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the substitution that came in was right. Take off a defender.
Yep.
You're not going to take any one of the 3 that's been in there centrally off.
I would agree.
But Lindsay was probably out of gas.
Yeah, he's been all over the place that we've talked about. Kim on the ball here, who's should be out of gas as well. Susie does well to win a foul there.
Tell me a little about Susie.
You know, he's another guy like Nikowski who kind of started coming
Futures
to trainings and just another one of those guys that just has that kind of itch on the ball and off the ball, just really getting good places. I mean, first time I played with Susie was up in St. Cloud, or down, I don't know where St. Cloud is, but it's in St. Cloud. And
over?
He had a hat trick. I mean, it was kind of crazy. I mean, he just finds those really good spots, and he's just kind of like one of those guys that just ends up with the ball at his feet all the time, and even if he's dribbling you and it doesn't look like he's going to get out of it, he gets out of it and he wins it. So we'll see how he handles that.
It's like, well, Dom was dropping some magic there. Alan Kim for Iowa Raptors gets a yellow card.
Yep. Hine in there trying to pressure Hurwitz. Still, the unnamed 21 clears it, but we're calling a foul here on Hurwitz. Red wanting some action here in the end of the game.
I think that was a foul from about 15 yards early.
Yeah, I think so, and I think he's put it where the play ended, which is interesting. Dangerous spot here for Habat to swing this in. See, one of those first times that Minneapolis City's had a dangerous set piece. It's gonna swing the ball in. Red backing up Hurwitz. We see lines in the field that's about 8 yards, but I guess he's counted that out to 10. About to swing it in, clipping it to the back post. It's back in the middle, and it's in the goal. Susie, we talked about him.
Let the Susie Lucy.
That's magisterial from Susie. I'm adding those words.
There we go.
I like that ball from Habat, really asking questions to the back post defense. Goalie can't really come out. It really caters towards those back post runs, and we see, I'm not sure if it might have been Stephen Wright who got that back across. There was a couple guys back there, but great recognition to not go for goal there, just put it back across, and Iowa had missed some markers, and now we're back at 2-2.
And 2020, Mr. Soccer, Zach Susie.
Yep, as we talked about him. As we're talking. You have the sixth sense, Biz, to really just kind of call out who's going to make a play.
I have that flavor in my repertoire.
Well, now we see Iowa going back to their start of the second half. Howell going back up top. They're looking for Hurwitz here. It might have been a foul on Habat, but you see they're playing forward through it. Goalie on the ball. Maine. You know, Maine hasn't had much action in this half. You know, he got scored on there. First half, he had a couple really good saves. Definitely frustrated there with the 2-2 after not facing much in the second half. Hurwitz on the ball now. Another voice crack.
I was gonna say,
that could have been offsides, but we're playing on.
Great job by Lynch to keep that in.
I had to look at the post just to make sure I knew that was Lynch. You knew it right off the bat.
Good.
That's why you're a pro.
Good defensive play by Adam King.
Adam King, who's not really a right wing back, but he's
not a defender.
He is. He's putting in a shift out there, I think, as of the last 5 minutes. Back to Luegi.
I would still like to see at this given moment, and potentially as we move into maybe some additional play, is Scotty Heinen on the ball. Yeah,
we've talked about it this whole second half. I think it's not that he's been in wrong spots, it's just the way the game's played out. And I think he's a guy, kind of like we talked about Pacheco doing for Iowa.
Susie I think fighting hard.
That should be another foul again there.
That should be a yellow, right?
Should be. I'd be yelling for it. Wonder if this window up here in the booth opens, I'd be yelling for red to give a yellow.
I think it's actually bulletproof glass. I don't think anyone can hear us.
That's probably because we have the potential to say some pretty wrong things. We don't want anybody
we're plugged
taking some adverse action.
We're plugged into actually people listening to us.
Yeah, so I think so. Who knows? Some people down there might be on the broadcast.
Yeah, who knows?
Listening to my debut, you know. Habat on the ball here. We'll see what he does. Similar to...
I mean, I'm finding Nikowski, and I'm finding someone peeling off from that front four right now.
We see Huber and Anderson kind of getting ready for this back post ball. We'll see if they can get it across. But it's a good win there from Petrovic, I think it was.
Nikowski has to win that second ball.
Yeah. Here's Orser on the ball. Dancer wins that. It's an interesting call from the referee, and Orser's not too happy about it. I'm not too happy about it either.
And Mesjin is fired up in the box,
That is an unbiased call. Dancer back to 21, who we still have no name for.
I think the other thing for the Raptors here is I think they've shown their hand. I think they're out of substitutions.
I was gonna kind of comment the same thing. They brought, it looks like 5 subs. Howell in here.
Luegi great save
off the line again. That's
ball,
the one strength.
That one's on 94.
Yeah, you go ahead. I feel like I'm cutting you off a lot.
No, go ahead. You go.
I was just gonna say Luegi's been off his line a lot in this game for those 1v1s, and interestingly enough, the center back now turned forward. Howell has been on the end of a lot of those 1v1s. Hurwitz on the ball now. We'll see if Iowa tries one of their razzle-dazzle, as you like to say, plays in the last couple minutes here. I'm not sure what the ref added on.
We haven't gotten stoppage indicator yet.
But as we said, this is where the set pieces have been key in this game. Could be huge here at the end. Hurwitz to swing it in. Lofted ball. Petrovic. 21 now on it. I keep calling him 21.
It says his name.
Yep. Anderson out wide here to press.
I think whoever 21 is, he played himself out of ideas there. Everyone's ready to go in the box.
Back to him. See if he puts it back in again. He does. Dangerous ball. Luegi out. Dancer again. Huber.
Stephen Wrights has got to clear that out.
Yep. Dancer again on the ball. Luegi, a couple good saves there. Huber, great recognition there to get on the line. Second ball's in the field. Hopefully Red recognizes it. He doesn't. Lynch now swinging it in. Luegi should have this. Howell in there.
I think you do clip one. Clip one.
Yeah, Luegi looks for it. Really no numbers forward there. Castle does well to kind of calm it down.
Can't give him that alley.
Nope. Still wondering what the added time is. I'm probably imagining 2 or 3 minutes here. It can't be much.
It's got to be close to over.
Yeah, Kim now coming inside. Tries to find, not sure who that was. Can't find the number, but now Susie on the ball here. Could be 3v3. Hurwitz. That's what I'm saying. Susie just ends up with the ball there. Let's see if he ends up with it again. Back to Nikowski. Now to Habat. Could he win a corner here? Should be
That's
a goal.
out.
Might be a goal kick.
I'd rather have that, actually.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
If I'm Nikowski, I'm hitting that.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm not sure if he knew it was 2v1 there. Kind of sent Habat a little wide, but now we got to drop. Yep. Howell winning that. Now Kim. King's got to get back here.
And
he's done well.
He's
done well. Heinen in a good spot again. Breaking up play. King does really well there. It should be a foul. He's done really well.
Yeah, I believe Iowa's out of substitutions now.
I think you might be right. I'm trying to figure out the post-it notes we have up in here. Anybody watching, you'd love to see the kind of setup we got on here on the table, figuring out who's what, who's where, and the numbers all over the place.
Chess match.
Yep.
Here's another sub. That was a sub.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we do have. It looks like they got 6 guys in pennies over there. I think they did make 6 subs.
And there we go, folks.
There's it.
Knotted up 2-2 in this frantic finish.
Not sure you could ask for much better.
You can't. You can't. It's a beautiful night of soccer out, folks, at Edor Nelson Field on the campus of Augsburg University. Minneapolis City, the Crows, drawing level with 3 minutes to go in regulation to tie up the Iowa Raptors 2-2. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back for some stoppage time. Hi, Mom and Dad.
This contest will go in the PK. Not a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait. Let me tell you a story.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Edor Nelson Field on the campus of Augsburg University. I am John Bisworm, joined by Minneapolis City midfielder Dom Mazjin. Dom, what a fantastic way to end regulation.
I mean, I think all the viewers at home, except for Iowa fans, were kind of rooting for that extra time. I think we get another free 30 minutes of soccer here, and I think it's been I think my opinion here is I think it's been pretty even. I think 2-2 is a pretty good indicator of how the game has gone. I mean, I think both teams have had pretty equal chances, especially that second half was very much stop-start. Not a ton of chances, but I think we'll see how both teams address this extra time. I mean, we've talked about, I think Iowa kind of exhausted their subs. I mean, we see Minneapolis City, a couple subs
Left,
still left, so we'll see.
4 subs, I think, still on the bench.
But as we've talked about, you know, men's league soccer, man, it's just you kind of got to win the game with what the game gives you, and we'll see how this extra time bodes for both teams.
Yeah, we're seconds away here from the action. But the 87th and a half minute substitution, Mr. Soccer, the best high school player in the state of Minnesota, Mr. Zach Susi, comes on, scores the equalizer. The guy just scores goals.
He just scored. I mean, I'm telling you, training games. I'll tell you, first game I played with him, 3 goals out of what seemed like nothing. So I mean, it's just he just kind of sniffs out those opportunities, and as you saw there, off a set piece, knockdown, goal.
Bang, bang, goal.
Yep, goal.
He just finds the back of the net.
Yep.
If you're a Division I school looking for a striker that can score goals,
that's about as good of an opportunity as you're going to get right there.
Give us a call. All right, Red's checking his watch, and we are underway in the second half of the Sweet 16 UPSL playoff matchup between the Iowa Raptors, currently at 2 goals, and Minneapolis City, also currently at 2 goals.
Not really a better scoreline to go into an extra time with, so we'll see how this 30 minutes plays out.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Is there commentator fine systems?
I think you were waiting for that the entire game, Biz.
I've been waiting for that all year.
Tell me I'm wrong.
All year.
I think you've been waiting for that call. I've been getting texts from multiple people this game to call out magisterial, so I called that out already. So I guess you must have been getting texts about saying you weren't getting fined. So I think it's fine.
I don't know what's happening.
It's a foul from the bot there. A couple fouls in a row.
Getting a talking to by Red.
I think that might have been on Castle, who's come on and really made an impact, I think.
Knee brace and all.
You love that knee brace talk, don't you?
Getting the cheddar. Coach Liban just wondering what the heck happened there.
Castle's still on the ground there.
Slow to get up. I think he just got raked.
Yeah, those
hurt so bad.
Oh, yeah. We both know about those.
Yep. Susi doing the sportsman thing.
Yep. There's always that balance of guys really kind of testing the line with the ref and the guys that are playing mediator.
Yeah.
You got to really find that balance.
Yep. Petrovic. Yeah, man. I'm surprised he's still on the field.
You know, you and I both 30 minutes in when he got that yellow, we're thinking this is gonna be a long game for him.
Dancer,
great turn, wins a corner.
This is the danger that you don't want from Minneapolis City.
Yep. It's gonna be big, as we've seen the times that they have really addressed this corners when Luegi's come out. Huber's won headers, Anderson's won headers. It's gonna be really key for those guys to really come up big here. Dancer to swing it in. Over Howell. Petrovic. Drong did
No, that was Drong. No, that was Heinen.
Heinen, excuse me.
Heinen,
unbelievable there. As we talked about, quiet second half.
Just saved the first half of stoppage.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
On the line there, and I think Luegi might have come up with a second stop there, but unbelievable.
Who had that header?
Finding Stephen Wright here. Bigger touch, wins a throw-in. What a save there, I mean.
Who had the header for, was that Petrovic?
I think it was Petrovic. We were just talking about him. The commentators curse.
Woo.
Not a curse, but commentators, every time we talk about somebody, they do something.
We call that the city bump.
Okay, city bump, okay. Another bit of lingo I'm learning.
Yeah. Good bit of skill by Stephen.
Right, that's brilliant there. Great find there for Susi. Abai might be in. Oh, that's great defending from 21 again. No name. Hurwitz on the ball, 20, Howell.
Howell, just, where has that guy not been?
I'm not sure.
He's taking tickets.
I guess so. Yeah, honestly, Dancer.
Every job today.
Finding Castle.
Good stat by Will Orser.
Heinen.
I think Heinen and Hurwitz have had a really great battle since Hurwitz has
They really have. I mean, Heinen has battles with everybody out there. He's been everywhere on the field there, defensively, offensively.
So if you're Coach Liban, what's your play here?
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah,
composed play.
smart play.
I mean, I think, you know, it's hard to find that balance between, like, as we talked about, subbing guys on who, like, aren't in the rhythm of the game and finding guys that are going to make an impact. And I think that's a very tough balance to find. So you have Abdi Kadi warming up now. Huber looking for Orser. Misplays the pass.
Yeah,
but
as long as it goes out for a throw, not a corner.
Abdi, under my understanding, is a center midfielder. So we'll see if they try and bring him on to kind of calm it down in the middle there, find the ball.
I mean, the only person that you would sub out is potentially
Dancer getting tackled by Zukowski there. Hurwitz on the ball. Finding Dancer again. Finds Hurwitz. Orser half tackle.
Good save by Luegi.
Yep. Luegi's been off his line a lot in this game, finding really good spots to really get the ball.
Absolutely. There was a few awkward moments there in the first half, but he's really come into his own. I mean, that actually both goals not his fault.
Some of those are.
Susi just giving 21 the business.
Yep. Those are those ones where you're not going to win the ball, you're going to make the other guy make a mistake, and you get him a throw in, and that's exactly what you want there. Habat wanted the ball here. Holman it down, Zukowski on it.
Adam King has acres of space.
Yeah. Zukowski's a very smooth guy on the ball.
Augsburg guy.
Yep.
He's at home.
Yep.
He can find this. There it is. That's exactly the ball you're looking for.
That's a good idea.
Unlucky, obviously.
Anderson cleaning it up here. It's good decision making.
Obviously, that's the right intent.
Yep.
That gets completed.
Heinen, here we go. Finally on the ball. Great decision making. 1-2 touch.
Oh, might hurt
be
himself.
cramping.
Yep, cramp.
Put in a shift today, as we've talked about. Here's Zukowski on the ball. Smooth as you like. Finding Susi, who's
That's
Dancer.
a dollar.
Yep. By putting pressure on Maine.
Orser's got to have this win, and he does.
That's great from Steven right there to find a pass on the second ball.
It's a foul.
We'll play advantage here from Red. Hopefully he recognizes it.
Do you see advantage there, where it was behind the play?
I think I'm always the guy that wants advantage, so maybe that wasn't an advantage one. But here we go. Now we have.
Look at Adam King just putting in the work.
22 here on the ball. Howell making a run to the right.
Ooh,
not sure if Luegi got a ball on that. But
I think Luegi had that covered. And this is a perfect opportunity to mention, isn't it about time you start looking like one of those cool dads like me? You know, the dads you see at the brewery with perfect beards and hair, effortlessly hoisting their eternal happy children aloft. Well, now you can, with services ranging from your basic, from the basics like your routine haircut and beard trim to the super sexy advanced options like that specially cut or hot lather shave to make you feel like the king of dads, the dude of dudes, right, Dom?
Yep.
Southside
That's what I'm looking for.
Southside Barber Lounge, located on 38th and Bloomington in Minneapolis, is your one-stop shop for men's grooming. SouthsideBarberLounge.com. Go hit up Gunner.
Yep.
Go get a fade.
As Biz was shouting out Southside Barber Lounge, I think Abdi Kadi has come on for Scotty Heinen, who's put in a great shift today. 96 minutes. Susi on the ball now, giving Hurwitz to turn around. He's going to connect it to Habat. Looks for Nikowski, who's had a hard time getting on the ball in this last 45 minutes.
And
it's one of those games.
I believe that that Minneapolis City is now out of substitutions.
I think, actually, you would know better than me. They get 18, right?
Yep.
They get 7 subs?
Oh, 20 on the bench, 18 can play. So we have 1 sub left.
Well, we see Archie and Adnan He'll be getting up, so we'll see if they ever use that in the last 23 minutes, it looks like.
So you're looking at an outside defender and a central midfielder.
Yep.
It's kind of a Swiss Army knife. Like Archie can kind of.
Well done from Abdi here. Petrovic does calmly well there to find Dancer, who, as we know, kind of can go all over the place. Finds number 6 here. That's Swearinger?
Yeah, Swearinger.
Or that's Holden DeVore. I think we had a sub we missed. Holden DeVore's come on.
For somebody.
For Iowa. I think that's Dylan, now Swearinger on the ball. Kowski's done well as a left back, to be honest. As not being a natural left back, he's done just serviceable out there. Same with Adam King. Kim's still on the field, trying to get to the ball there. Now Susi could be 2v2 here around him. Yep, the bridge. but Maine does brilliantly to get out.
That's fantastic.
That's exactly what you want from your goalkeeper there.
I mean, shot out of a cannon.
Yep.
Off of his line.
Yep.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yep.
That's
exactly what you need.
It's a game-saving play.
Clearly. Saw Susi score already in this game. He's scoring that one if he's 1v1.
So the interesting thing for Minneapolis City now, Dom, is the substitutions that were made were to chase that goal.
Yep.
And now it's happened.
Yeah.
Those guys have to play defense now.
Yeah, and that's something you see in every level is really just like that sub to either close out the game or win the game. When the game changes, it's how do you adapt to that? And I think we've seen Minneapolis City do pretty well with that. I think Iowa's done pretty well with that as well. I mean, to try and close out the game with Howell playing one of the center backs now to going back to where his position was in the second half, you really see how both teams have kind of changed to the way the game has gone. Here's Susi on the ball, finding Abdi, who's done well. He played 2-touch there. Stephen Wright out to Zukowski. That's that quick play we've talked about. Now Zukowski's come inside. Back
so
to the right.
The substitution that we saw was Alejo Hoyas coming on as a second half substitution, the elusive sub on, sub off for Holden DeVore.
Yeah, we've seen that actually, and
multiple times.
Jack Grealish and Jordan Henderson for England this Euros have kind of played that role, and it's a big role because the game, as we just were talking about, the game situation changes. Here's Hurwitz.
Good win.
Orser does well there to make sure nothing comes out of that.
If you're not here, folks, you're missing a peach of a game.
This is what you call a chess match of a game. This is when both teams have made their switches, and now it's up to the players on the field to really figure out how the game goes.
Absolutely. Not only just to figure out how the game goes, but to figure out how you can make the adjustments that are different from maybe your style of play or your preferred position of need.
Well done, Abdi.
Oh, good touch by Habat.
Yeah, Habat's doing really well there. Zukowski with a great find. Out to Susi from Nikowski, who's done
You'd
well.
like to see Nikowski turn there. I think you're amazing run by Adam King here.
Yep. There's Lynch. Howell on the ball now. Adam Kim might be in here. Orser might get there. So 1v1. Over to DeVore.
Good save by Luegi
again. Hear me clapping for that. Sorry, folks, I know you can't see me clapping, but again, you know we're Minneapolis City.
We're biased crew.
Yep, we're not going to shame away from that. DeVore again, probably outside there from Alan Kim.
Bad decision by the guy who just entered.
That is an indoor pass right there. You find the guy right in front of the line. See if Orser's on this.
We get a lot of flack for being too homer, but I feel like we've called out how how Iowa has their strengths, their weaknesses. We've talked about ours as well.
I would agree. I will 100% accept that I celebrated that Susi goal more than I celebrated Iowa's second goal, but what are you gonna do?
Good work by Habat.
Petrovic pressuring. Habat gonna play out to Adam King.
If I'm King, I'm putting my head down and I'm driving.
Looking for Nikowski there, but Maine again, just been really good today. Honestly, like kind of sniffing out that pressure when Petrovic and whoever the other center back. I mean, there's been probably 4 other center backs in this game. Whoever that is, Maine's done a really good job of just kind of sniffing that out. Very, very fluid goalkeeper. Almost like Luigi's had to kind of sniff out a lot of those through balls.
You know what I just keep forgetting here is that we still have a whole nother half of stoppage.
We do.
We got more free soccer goals.
We really do.
Absolutely. We're going into uncharted waters here, Dom, that Nordo and I have never been into.
I think you just needed another commentator to make sure you got there.
Yeah. Good work by Hubert.
Abdi there, pressuring Hurwitz. Kim again, who's seemingly run all over the place in this game. As we talked about Dancer and Howell doing the same thing.
I mean, every player except for maybe 3.
Howell looking for Lynch, it looked like there.
Every player but maybe like 21, whatever his name is, Rakitic, or whatever his name is.
Petrovic.
I
got you.
Yeah. Good.
Well done from Steven right there.
Play. Maybe those 2 guys are the only 2 that haven't covered every possible
inch of the field. I like to see the heat map of a lot of guys out there today. Petrovic back to
That's not in the budget, Dom. We don't have heat map budget.
I know.
We're still working on VAR.
Maybe next year. Maine finding Hurwitz. Hurwitz has done unbelievable there, to be honest. Cut across Abdi there. through to Kim, and that Eder Nelson turf is going to run on you.
Also, Kim's been on since the first
Yep,
moment
he's
of the
not
game.
going to have
He's
that.
not going to get to that.
No.
No offense to Kim.
No, absolutely not. It's a great run from him. He's been, as we were just talking about, he's been absolutely everywhere. There we go again. Extra time, Orser to Luegi, goal kick. We'll see if he can find Zakowski here. That's what we like to call the Elder special. Matt Elder, goalkeeper for Minneapolis City, to the left back.
50 cap club, Matt Elder.
I know him and Chuck really hit that spot. I think I'm at 10.
1 minute of stoppage time, folks.
Here we go, Susie. Stephen Rice had a really good shift, obviously, and as we say that.
Yeah, curse the
But
commentator.
he's been in really good spots today. He's been really composing the ball.
So can you see the difference now, where I was kind of mentioning when he came on, between him and Drong?
Yep, it's honestly like we find. I mean, every center mid's different, but I think there's been a really good recognition in Minneapolis City figuring out who's doing what and how different Stephen Wright is compared to McCrae Drong. But now we have, looks like DeVore on the ball. Swearingen.
Swearingen?
I'm not sure.
Swearingen.
There's Lynch trying to swing that in. Orser does well to win that. We'll see how much time. You said we have a minute of stoppage time, right? 2? Okay. So we'll have probably about a minute left here, folks, before that stoppage. Hurwitz again. Hurwitz has come on and really done a good job. Kind of that Pacheco role for Iowa. Kind of calm the game down when it's needed to be. Here's in the ball again.
Good step by Kadid.
Yep. Kadid's done a really good job finding Habat now.
Habat, if he has anything left in the tank,
he's been all
go.
over. Trying to find Mikowski.
He knows he messed up there.
Yep. Those are those tough moments where it's, do I go? Do I chill on the ball? Now we find Maine finding 21 here. Who's looking for Howell maybe? It's good talk.
Good shout by Luegi. There are a lot of tired blue jerseys out there.
There are a lot of tired white jerseys out there, I think, as well.
But there's a lot of active ones too.
Yep, I would agree.
King's active, Susie's active, Nikowski's active, Kadid's active. I think the lion's share of activity is in a white shirt right now.
And I think we could have called that out at the beginning of the game, knowing that as this game went on, Minneapolis City had more subs, and I think kind of had an opportunity to really change the game with how they subbed. But credit to Iowa, they have also attempted to change the game with the way they subbed as well.
Here's where King's just got to put his head down and beat this player.
Looking for Nikowski, who's just been making those runs nonstop all game long, and Petrovich deals with it really well. Might have earned a foul there.
Yeah, be careful. He's on that yellow.
I would be very surprised if Nikowski gets the second yellow before some of those guys out there who are actually playing defense with yellows.
Petrovich looks as if he got shot in the arm.
He's put in his shift, to be honest. You got to recognize that he's been on a yellow for about 60 minutes against a talented group of Minneapolis City guys.
And there we go, folks. 2-2 in this extra time. Free soccer, we call it.
It is free soccer.
Minneapolis City 2, Iowa Raptors 2. We're going to take a brief break.
Yep.
Flip some sides here, and then we'll get back at the second half of overtime action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Edor Nelson Field, home of the Crows. Minneapolis City in the Sweet 16 matchup in the UPSL National Playoff game against the Iowa Raptors. Game knotted at 2-2. Shots for Iowa, 13-6 for the Crows. Saves abound for both keepers.
Yep.
This has been probably one of the most exciting games that I've called. I'm John Bisworm, welcomed in the booth by Mr. Dominic Mezhin. Dom, tell me about that first half of stoppage.
I mean, just calling out that this has been a pretty exciting game. I mean, this is all you can ask for from a debut commentating experience. I think we've had about everything. I think we really saw in that first half two teams that are trying to find that just half step on another guy, and I think that's where this game is going to hinge on, is just those 1v1s, because that's what you see in extra time. I mean, both teams have played their cards. Now we see what players in the field can really do, and as we're saying that, we see Ben Schliemann warming up on the Minneapolis City bench. We'll see if he's going to be a goalkeeper. As we saw earlier this year, he came on as a forward against Lacrosse Aris earlier this year. So
why not? As Red's checking his watch here, I'm going to disagree with you. I think the way for either of these teams to find the advantage is by keeping the ball in possession.
That's fair.
And not the individual who's going to beat a man one-on-one. Whether it's beating your spot, it's beating your, it's going to be who can keep the ball, tire the guys out,
Yep.
then find that opportunity.
You know, I don't want to retract my comment, but I do agree with your perspective.
Well, you
Due
should.
to a bye there.
You should.
I'm a possession guy, so I would agree with
Yeah.
that.
It's like, what's this guy talking about over here?
Well, I do think as the game goes on, it does become tired legs against tired legs.
Which is important to keep the ball.
Yes, I would agree. There's a, you know, that's that debut commentator, like,
Yeah, you'll
just
learn.
not a
You'll
good
learn.
comment.
We'll learn.
Man on the ball here. We'll see if he goes long or plays short. Looks like
He's
going
definitely
long.
going long. They want nothing to do with anything short. They're trying to get as many chances forward as possible.
Yep. Anderson to win that. It looks like Petrovic is slotting into center midfield now with Howell going back to center back.
This team just,
Might be the most fluid team I've seen at this level.
This soccer team confuses me. But
I mean,
hey,
it's worked so far. Cotty winning that. Abai.
bad giveaway to
Trying
the
to
wrong
find
guy.
Dancer, who's been effective as can be in this game. Here's Hurwitz. Looking for a half step.
He just took himself out of the play there. He had the opportunity to give the ball away back,
Yep.
and he went
Yep.
back into trouble.
Yep. Want to throw in here for Iowa. Is it Iowa City or Iowa Raptors?
Iowa representative of Cedar Rapids.
I'm sorry. I apologize for anybody listening if I've been saying Iowa City. It's Hurwitz on the ball. It's Cotty.
Take it out of your paycheck.
Yeah, that's fine. I expect nothing less. There's Zukowski on the ball, finding Habat. Great find. Mikowski, that's a great find as well for Susi.
And Howell's tired. Can Zusi pay it off here?
Still very much 1v1 here. Lynch kind of sliding over, finding Steven right now. Going for the shot here.
Ooh.
Bot following up. It's a good idea. I like
what a
that.
great rip.
Yep.
The first opportunity for Stephen Wright to actually.
Yeah. I will say I was not expecting him to shoot that, but that was
No.
he made good contact there. Petrovic coming up with the second ball, but Cotty winning it. It's a great find there for Susi. Great turn as well. Bot wanting the ball feet, looking for Susi. It's a great cutout from 21.
Who is
there.
21? He's
I'm
playing so
telling you,
good.
He's been playing very well today. Dancer finding wide. Putting inside. That's a dangerous ball. What a tackle
Great
from
tackle.
Ethan Anderson.
And winning the goal kick.
That's an interesting call from the referee.
That
to be
is
honest.
very interesting.
Should have
But
been a corner, I think, but we'll see. Luigi on the ball now. Might be the first time the goalkeeper has taken a goal kick yet. Might try and find Orser.
if I'm Luigi, I'm
Yep, we're
I'm
going
thumping
up.
it.
Yep,
We're
we're
thumping
thumping it. That is a very U9 dad comment. We're thumping it.
well, I got kids now. I'm just U9 dad.
Yeah, I guess you are that now.
That's fine.
There you go, Luigi. Getting it forward. By a good flick
Mikowski
here.
can be in.
Howell's done pretty well there. Wright calming it down again. It's really good from him. It's a great ball there for Mikowski, maybe.
Well, now's the opportunity to pin them in.
Yep. Also, Stephen Wright has put in a great shift as he's come in. He's been really good calming it down.
It's just been a different makeup. We
Yep.
talked about the
Really
different
has.
players, but it's been a different makeup of what he's added to the game.
Yep. See if they can put it in here. Lynch throwing it to Petrovic. Iowa getting forward. Horser on it. Hurwitz back forward. Horser trying to figure out what he's
That's
doing
fine.
there.
I just hate watching that soccer. Like, just
Yeah, I would agree.
just
But
stop,
sometimes that's
stop
what
kicking
happens.
it. Just find a pass.
Yep.
These guys can play.
Hurwitz looking for Petrovic, the center back. To the center.
I feel like the Iowa Raptors coach at this point is just like
Trying to change the game.
So who can I put up top? Let's try the guy who played center back last time.
Yep.
Good work by
Hubert picks that off. Mikowski might be on this. Gets there in front of Howell, but Howell gets touched on it, and Swearinger does well to keep that in for Lynch.
Actually, I'm okay with Nikowski not going for that. He needs to use his tank in the offensive third.
Yeah, I think he
forced them to go backwards.
Yep, over 100 minutes now. It's that time to really pick and choose when you're going to hurt the other team. But now here's Hurwitz on the ball.
Step like a
Cotty done very well there. Susie now.
And now the white shirts need to step up as a unit. Look how flat they are in the back.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of accepting where the ball is going to come, which is might be a product of the legs right now.
It's a big ask for them to do the right thing when they're tired.
Yeah, and I think it's a good ball for Kim. Kim putting inside. Cotty comes in there. Yep. Now we're on a free kick there.
See, here's where I don't want Susie dropping back. I want Nikowski dropping back and Susie with fresher legs.
Yep, I would
being the
completely
outlet
agree.
against the guy in Howell.
Who's been all over the field in this game.
Like, I mean, look at him. Look at that guy.
Yeah, he's
gassed.
put in a really good shift. He's been all over the field. And now Petrovic looks like he fancies this one. Not sure if I like my center back on the free kick here, but I guess he's an auxiliary forward as well.
No, he's.
It looks like Castle is taking over.
Looks
maybe
like four
here.
guys are arguing over who's going to take this. Typically, as you know, it's the last guy who puts the ball down.
Yep, whoever sets it, puts that little spin on it that they want.
And it's Castle.
Yeah, I think Castle's on this. I think
Trickery or shot on target?
you got to shoot this one, but Swearingen, is that Swearingen there?
Good save by Luegi.
Yep. That's a routine when you think he's going to save, but that's a good save. You got to be in that spot.
And the boys in white are amped.
See if they practice anything, as you say, trickery or razzle-dazzle here.
Abracadabras.
Yeah, 13 doesn't look like he wants any part of this. Swung in there.
Good work by
Huber,
Huber.
again another win, and the red calls a foul.
Well, it was impeding Luegi from coming off his
Yep.
line to get that.
Yep.
And isn't Kim already on a yellow?
I'm not sure. You might know more than I do there. Back to
Gordo's the
Luegi.
stats guy.
Yeah, see, I'm not that guy.
We're missing him, so.
It's a good ball there. It's good
See,
touch
this
movement.
is what I was talking about. That movement, and that's got to be a yellow card. So he needs
Well,
to
if
be
he's
sent
not
off.
on a yellow, he's probably getting a yellow there, but he's getting the talking to. I think Cotty's done find a good pocket there. Zukowski finds him with a great
That's
two-touch pass.
That's got to be a sending off, right?
I think you
He
could
cooked
argue
him
that.
after the play
You could
from
argue that
behind.
one. If I was in the field, I'd be yelling for it.
Coach Liban is giving the fourth official
I think
here,
he
but
is.
I don't think the fourth official is going to do anything with that.
We've had that fourth official. I'm not sure if
Oh,
he's doing
boy.
much here, but Kim now might be in on goal. And he's missed the goal.
Missed it! He missed it!
I am pretty lost for
Kim!
words here. He's rounded Luegi, taking an extra touch.
Oh,
I
could
don't
be
wanna
his season.
Don't want to sound
Right
biased
there.
but that is an unbelievable miss there from
That is
Kim.
an awful thing from a quality player we've seen
He's
for
put in a great performance
minutes.
today. Sorry to interrupt you. I know you're
That's
saying this.
okay. Oh my gosh. An absolute shambolic effort by City, and then the guy who you bet on.
You'd want in that position. I'd rather have him than another guy up there. Susie nudging. Here's
Adam
Adam
King's in.
King. He's looked for Nikowski and Maine again. Maine again. Much like Luegi, he's been off his line brilliantly today.
What a turn of events that might have been.
My goodness.
That miss down there to a
two-goal
potential
switch.
opportunity
Yep.
to take the lead.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever given a bigger fist bump without making noise than in about the last minute and a half. Orser looks like he's pulling down Kim. Might be right outside the box.
That might have been in the box.
Yep, that's a close one. Orser's got a yellow. That's a smart yellow if I'm Orser there.
Yeah.
But going back to that chance from Iowa, not to rehash it.
No,
I think
rehash it. That's bad.
That
That's
is
bad.
it's a sloppy mistake from Minneapolis City in the back, and it's a fortunate dropping for Iowa. And I think, you know, Luegi's caught in no man's land, no fault to him.
The only thing he can do is hammer the guy, get sent off.
Exactly, and Kim's taking a great touch around him. I was surprised he took the second touch and found the side netting, unfortunately for him. But now we see Iowa having another chance here at swinging the ball in with a little over 6 to go.
What a great soccer game.
This has been,
It's been great.
as I've said, this has been quite a commentating debut. I mean,
yeah,
no shortage of action.
You didn't get a cupcake, Dom.
No.
You got a good one.
This is right outside the box. Hurwitz and Lynch are over it.
How many hours do you think these guys practice set pieces?
You know, if I were them, I'd practice it a lot because that's where their danger has been in this game.
Clearly they've been practicing.
I would agree. I mean, it's got to be practices and practices. Orser here looks like he's stepping to Dancer maybe. If I'm him, I'm sitting right in that pocket, right at the near post.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll see who takes this. Looks like Hurwitz swinging this in.
Good.
Zakowski's done really well there. Dancer around Nikowski. Kadi, great block. 21 here, as we said.
Every time it's crucial. It's that guy we don't have a name for.
It really is. Luigi should be there.
And we have numbers up.
We do.
Thump one. Thump one. It's like Kadi throwing his life on the line there.
Yep.
Caught one right in the area you don't want to catch one.
Right in the tough spot.
Yeah.
But he's back up on his feet. Stephen Wright pressuring the ball. As we said, Dancer had a great game today. It's a great ball there.
Horowitz.
Castle,
Dangerous
Hurwitz. Out to Swearingen.
Here. Never going to beat Luegi
Nope,
either.
not on that one. It's
Interesting substitution here, bringing off Susi for Adnan Jill.
That is an interesting substitution. I would agree with that. We'll see where Adnan slots in.
I think what Coach Liebon's doing here is getting fresh legs on.
Yep.
And we're going to get a little more direct now.
Yep, I would agree with that. We'll see how.
I would have maybe taken off Nikowski.
Yeah, it is interesting we're still holding on to that. I mean, I will say in extra time he scored, what was it, 1 or 2 goals in the last game, so I guess we're hanging on to that. Not to say we, Minneapolis City.
No, you can say we, it's fine.
I know, I keep saying that.
It's fine.
Adam King on the ball here, on the throw-in. Nikowski getting the touch on, excuse me, Howell again.
Howell.
Kadi.
The dude is, the guy can pretty much.
Can play anywhere, I guess.
I think Howell
Here's Adam Kim, or excuse me, not Kim, Alan Kim. Kadi again in a good spot, winning a foul. Yep.
Advantage.
He's come on and been in good spots, kind of picked up good fouls. I mean, that's kind of what it's about in these last 30 minutes.
I don't think you can bring on.
Looks like we're making a goalie substitution. I'm not sure if we have enough subs left. Not to take your thunder, but
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't think we have enough.
I think we've just been told that from the 4th official. Huber hitting it forward to Habat, who's been making those runs endlessly over the back line. Anderson chesting it down. Should be Luigi's ball here.
Bad soccer.
That is a men's league game, as we've talked about.
Apparently we can make
19 subs. You know more than I do with the substitution volume, but here's Jill.
Oh, we have 19 players on our roster.
Okay. Nikowski, excuse me.
So we can make one more sub. So it would be Ben for...
All right, Luigi looks like he's got the goalie uniform on, unlike when he came on against, as we said, Lacrosse Aris as a forward.
Apparently there's maybe something to...
The goalie sub, or extra time. Huber forward.
Apparently it's something to maybe penalties?
It must be.
Because why would you make your substitution, a goalkeeper substitution right now?
It'd have to be a penalty decision. Here's Lynch walking that ball forward.
It's a big step for Future's call-up, goalkeeper Ben Schliemann.
Yep, Minnesota United guy. Lynch forward, looking for Petrovic. Orser again, who's We haven't mentioned much, but he
Fresh
hasn't
legs.
done much wrong. Howell again, shielding that ball out from out on Jill.
I'm still not gonna disagree with the coach.
No.
But I don't think that Susie's the guy who would have taken off.
You know, it'd be an interesting one to hear what the perspective was. Alan Kim trying to turn Anderson, who's done a really good job again. Back to Wagey, who's as calm as ever there on the ball. Out to Orser.
How does Petra have anything left in the tank?
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe as a center back you don't run as much. You'd have to ask the center back. You and I are both center mid. So through to Adnan.
Oh, unlucky
Excuse
touch.
me.
Abai had an
Sorry,
unlucky touch.
Yep. It's a good tackle there from Abat. Trying to feed it through the legs of, looks like Castle, who's still on the ball here. Huber,
Good
great
tackle.
tackle there.
Just enough to impede that attack.
Yep, that counterattack. Through for Alan Kim. As we keep mentioning, keeps getting more of the ball here in this extra time. Lynch. Dangerous balls. Zukowski's putting a really good shift out there on left back, but great touch there. It's a scary one
And
for
looks like
Minneapolis City fans.
here comes our substitution.
It looks like you are right. Troy Lewegi out for Ben Schliemann. Must be a penalty confident situation.
It's a lot. It's a lot for a young guy, but
It
you know
is.
what? Let the kids play.
I'd put my faith in Ben Schliemann out there. I'd put my faith in Luigi as well, but you know he's a guy that really shows a lot of confidence. See what he does with this goal kick here. It's about stoppage time left.
Yeah, we haven't gotten an indication yet, or my phone's about to die. So 1 minute of stoppage, folks.
Yeah, I'm relying on you for the stoppage time.
Let's have Big Ben just thump one here
Yep.
to, put his foot through one.
Good Adam King there. Might get a touch on it for Habat. 3v2 here if we go quickly. The back post is wide open for Jacek. And there we go again with Maine off his line.
Man,
Not sure if the pass could have been better, but
I'll be honest.
oh, here's Alan Kim now. What a turn of events this could be. Huber, cross,
There was no way he was ever going to beat it from that
Ben
angle.
Schliemann on for the comfortable save.
If Ben can put his foot through one,
It's an opportunity there, I mean, for both teams, to be honest.
there's
Almost
1v1
walked out
here.
of the box.
There's 1v1 here. So hit it.
Almost walked out of the box there. Ben Schliemann through to Adam King, maybe. I think that minute must be up pretty soon. The ref's got the whistle in his hands. Fourth trying to calm down the
Other team's
other
back. Their team was
coaches.
screaming.
I think it was Ben Schliemann as he kind of creeped out of his box, towing that line. As we see number 6 playing Castle.
Good step by Big Logan Huber.
And we're calling the game there. And we're seeing penalties, folks. I'll let you call it, but
I mean, I don't know what to tell you here.
this is what you want as a soccer fan. If you're a neutral viewer, not sure how many neutral viewers are out there, but this is what you want out of a game.
Especially in a playoff game. So here's where we're at. I don't know how long we have. I don't know what's going to transpire here, but the narrative is the goalkeeper substitution.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I would completely agree with you. I mean, that is clearly where the eggs have fallen. That's where we're putting all of our money is that. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm expecting a Tim Krul performance from Ben Schliemann now.
Ooh.
After being subbed on in extra time for another goalkeeper.
So we're going to take a quick break, folks, and then we'll come back for what's going to be the end of this game.
It really is. We are not providing any more time.
Gentlemen, once again, Edor Nelson Field, Augsburg University campus, home of the Crows. Penalties.
Penalties.
The heart's thumping.
It really
I'm not even
is.
taking one.
Doesn't matter who you're supporting. This is where the money lies.
Absolutely.
And we'll see. Looks like the Crows faithful are heading down to the side we're kicking on.
Which you do.
Which
right?
you do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pretend that that's the west side of the field. That's where we're going.
That would be literally the east side.
Okay, east side. East side. You know what? I'm relying on you to.
Here's what I'll tell you. Wisconsin, where you're from, is that way.
That's right. I should know that because I take that highway home. So.
And where I live in Minnesota is west, that way.
I'm really eager to see who both teams decide to take. It looks like Dancer's going to be #1 kicker here for Iowa. This is where
not a bad guy to start.
No.
Look at the gamesmanship by Schleman.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like, is the goalkeeper going to take it? That would be just make this game even weirder.
This game has been back and forth, changes after changes, tactical switches. I mean,
center backs at forwards.
Yep.
Forward, center back going back to center back, other center back going to forward.
Subs coming on, going off. I mean, it's been just about everything you can have. But this is where all soccer sense goes out the window. This is where it's just all mentality. Who can put the ball in the back of the net?
Who can put their foot through one, and what goalkeeper can make a save?
Yep. And as we like to say, the goalkeepers have no pressure on them, but I'm sure they feel the pressure. But Matt Elder, we'll say, of Minneapolis City, has saved a lot. Dancer up. Finishes the first one, as you'd expect.
Are you a down the middle guy? I like to just challenge myself and pick a spot.
I like to walk up and watch the goalkeeper. That's what I like to do. I like to go either way. I like to just kind of watch them. If they don't move, I put it where they're not going to go if they don't guess.
See, I pick a spot, and I hit it. That's where I hit every time.
That's fair.
Goalkeeper makes a save, good on you.
That's fair. Here's Ethan Anderson, the first kick for Minneapolis City.
Getting a good run up.
Yep, red blowing the whistle here. I like that pen.
Buries it.
It's good rhythm there. It's 1-1. Now we got Howell stepping up for Iowa, who I think said his name more than anybody on that field today.
Is there anything left in the tank?
You know, I'd be cramping right now if I was him.
Or if he falls. Just dribbles one right to Schleman.
You know, don't want to root for that, but I wouldn't be angry if that happened.
I mean, I kind of wanted to see it just to say I saw it once.
Ben Schleman kind of carrying the weight of that substitution in the 119th minute for Luegi.
It's a big thing for a recent high school graduate.
It's a big, big thing, but, I mean, I'd put my confidence in him.
Go get him, Ben.
Howell stepping back.
This guy's going to hit as hard as he can.
Up the middle again.
Oh, man. Pick a side.
Howell finding that middle again as Schleman dives early. Nikowski now heading to the ball.
I feel that's the coward's route. I know you're trying to score, but like I said, I pick a spot, I hit it.
You know, I mean, you gotta appreciate the guy that goes up the middle and scores. I mean, he's done his research.
What research at this level of soccer can you do?
He's looked at the way Schleman has dove in the first kick and noticed he's diving early.
Well, here's the thing. If you're talking about that, Schleman's dove left or to his right twice.
Yeah,
our
so
left.
we'll see how.
So maybe next time he goes to the opposite side and try to catch one. But
here's Nikowski trying to make it 2-2. That's a great finish. Much like Adnan, or excuse me, Abai Habats in the first half. Higher than the goalkeeper is going to dive for.
Yeah.
Even if he dives the right way. I think this is Swearingen.
We are 2-2 knotted up as the third round of kickers comes into action here. Never had to call penalties like this before.
You know,
uncharted waters for this guy.
Well, I never have either, so that's the same boat for both of us.
Well, you should have said it. Oh, I do this all the time.
Whenever I watch penalties, I try and commentate them. Doesn't matter what level.
Yeah.
Here's swearing, Jin.
Is that home? On your couch.
Yep. Lining up in the middle here. And
Saved by
Schliemann reads that like a book.
And then-
telegraphed it.
And like a boss, just nonchalantly puts his arms up.
Yep.
Schliemann.
If the Minneapolis City guy did the same thing, I would say the exact same thing I'm about to say. I didn't love that run up.
No. Look, I mean, he ran up with the exact same attitude. He's walking back after he missed.
Yep.
And I had just called it, that Schliemann had gone to his right twice. And the third kick, they went to
He's gonna
his
go that
left,
way,
and
yep.
he just was ready to gobble it up.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if Schliemann even guessed there. I think he was kind of just weighing, kind of trusting his ability to dive there. But here's Zukowski trying to give Minneapolis City the lead here. I like that pen a
Buries
lot.
it.
I like that pen.
And Minneapolis City, after the third kick, going into the fourth kick,
Little toe drag. I love that.
3-2 on penalties.
Now, this is a big one here for Iowa.
Coach Prunty, if you're listening, how's your blood pressure? All the way in Colorado.
Here is number 6, who we did not. Oh, it's DeVore, excuse me.
Divorce, yeah.
DeVore, who came on and made quite an impact here in the second half, I will say, in an extra time. Big kick here for Iowa. Got to put this away if you're going to put any pressure on Minneapolis City. But Ben Schliemann, all the confidence in the world here.
Oh, yeah, he's breathing it right now.
Oh, and underneath, and that's a good pen there.
That's a really good pen.
Now Huber to keep that 1-goal lead for Minneapolis City is walking up.
3-3 in the fourth round.
I will say, I do like to walk up to the pen. I don't like to hurry myself. I do like the walk-up tactic. Red picking up the ball, waiting for Huber, who is as calm as you like.
I love how you've adopted the color scheme.
Well, you told me how we do it, so I had to adopt it.
That's how we do. Big Logan Huber.
Huber to make it 3-2.
4-3.
4-3, excuse me. Can't even keep track over here.
That's why I'm sitting down.
Huber. Good pen.
Just calm, cool.
It's good pen.
Good pen.
It's good pen.
So right now, the narrative is Schliemann save, game over.
Yep. Alan Kim, who's put in a shift today. I feel like I've said that a lot about him.
Well, he needs the redemption kick here because he clearly could have won this game for his squad.
Yep.
With that just disastrous effort on goal.
Yep.
For a guy who just put in the work. But we haven't talked about the fact that, like, Sasaki,
Yeah. Honestly, I mean.
Pacheco, these guys would have stroked penalty kicks.
Yep.
But can Schliemann save this? And
He saved! He saved
the
it!
game is over!
Schliemann! The substitution!
And look at him celebrate!
Where's the game? Look at Max Kent out there!
The whole squad
First guy
is
out!
there!
Aiden O'Driscoll, Jack Barry, Will Kidd, Chuck
There's a dog on the field!
Lionel Vang, Max Diegwart.
And the substitution for Coach Liban pays off!
I wish I could
as
run out there.
Ben Schliemann, the high school guy, comes in,
What a substitution!
saves 2 penalty kicks, and sends the Iowa Raptors on a one-way ticket back to Cedar Rapids.
Go back home,
Thank you
son.
for coming.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break to collect ourselves, and we will come back with the post-game Southside Barber Lounge call to the booth. We're going to try to get Ben Schliemann on that call.
Yep.
We need to talk to him.
Yep.
So please stay tuned. We're going to talk to the man who just won that match.
Yep.
I can hardly hear you.
Ben Schliemann, John Bisworm here. Holy cow, pal! I don't even have words to ask you questions. You come on. Was this a premeditated substitution? Did you know you were going to be coming on for penalty kicks?
So since last game kind of went into OT as well, it was kind of like the setup. I've just been saving them in practice and stuff. So
love that. Ben, we got another question for you. Biz and I were talking before the Penn shootout happened. As a goalkeeper, you're kind of feeling – you shouldn't be feeling a lot of pressure, but are you trying to like go into that feeling like I'm going to make a save, I'm going to make 2 saves? I mean, you made the game-winning save. I mean, what is your mindset going into that?
I'm just go have fun, right? I mean, I knew
that.
The coaches trusted me, so I knew just to get in there and do my thing.
That's brilliant.
Ben, you just graduated high school, correct?
Yep.
Have you ever been in a penalty kick shootout that had this much on the line?
I have not. No, I haven't. Nope. Never been in a PK shootout.
You've never been in a PK shootout, and you just saved 2 against.
Look like a natural.
You look like a natural, man. Well, we're not going to take too much of your time here. You go celebrate with your boys, but you're going to live in city folklore in the history books for the rest of all of our lives and beyond with saving 2 penalty kicks. Congratulations, man. Go celebrate with your
Go celebrate, man.
Go celebrate with your buddies.
Stop talking to us.
And congratulations on making it to the final 8 of the UPSL national playoffs.
Oh, thank you. We'll see you guys later.
All right, thanks, Ben.
Yep, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your hero.
Ben Schliemann.
The man of the match, Ben Schliemann. This game had everything. The only thing it didn't have was a red card, which we don't
even need it.
We don't even need it.
Nope.
You bring on Coach Liban.
Yeah.
The first assistant with Coach Prunty away makes the decision to substitute on a high school goalkeeper who then saves 2 pens. Wins the game. Tactical masterstroke, right?
I mean, you can't fault that at all. I mean, you got to absolutely support that for the rest of time. I mean, that is just a fantastic move.
I mean, the thing for me, the best part about this whole thing, Dom, is that every available member of Minneapolis City as a club, futures players, first-team players, staff, MC2, all ran to celebrate.
They all had a hand. I mean, we had first-team guys running out there. I'm about to jump out the window trying to go celebrate with Ben Schliemann out there.
Well, that just shows the unity that this club has.
Fantastic.
It's all in. It really is the brotherhood. Folks, 3-2 victory on penalty kicks. Minneapolis City sends home the Iowa Raptors, a fantastic Iowa Raptors team. Congratulations to them on their season. I'm John Bisworm. That's Dominic Mesgen.
Thank you so much.
Debut. You did a fantastic job, pal.
Thanks for hanging with me, folks.
I might have you back. I don't know.
That'd be the dream. I mean, I think I did pretty well. I think I can be self-aware.
We're going to go celebrate, folks. We want to thank Southside Barber Lounge for that. Southside Barber Lounge. Call to the booth. Check them out at SouthsideBarberLounge.com. Thank you to Pence Homes, PenceHomes.com, Twin City Orthopedics, TCOMN.com. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Schliemann.
Thank you to soccer out here. What an event.
Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Schliemann for giving us Ben.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable ending of the match.
For John Bisworm, I'm John Bisworm. That's Dominic Mesgen. Thank you so much. We have no idea what the next matchup will be, but we don't care. We're going to celebrate.
Yep.
Have a good night.